Hooray! I think we're live now.
Hello, not me trying to also show that I'm doing my YouTube work.
Yes, productivity sprints, reading sprints, hanging out sprints. We are all for it. Oh my God, Sam. Okay, hi. Like,
Hi.
amazing. We get to do this readathon. I'm Joanna, if we haven't like really introduced ourselves. And
Oh,
I'm so excited to co-host with Sam and like talk to you for the first time, like with your voice. That's
I
wild.
know. It's so crazy being friends with people on the internet through BookTube and being like, I'm friends with this person. I've talked to them so many times
Mhm.
and never like actually knowing.
Never. Like, I
Like,
don't think we've even had a call. Yesterday, I called like an internet friend for the first time. I was like, I've never heard their voice. Like, this is
yeah.
so strange.
Yeah, it's like besides like it's nice because it's like, oh, I'm not getting catfish because like I watch their BookTube channel, so I know they're fine.
They're real, as far as I
Yeah,
know.
they're
That
they're a
was
real
like,
person, so it's okay.
that's so funny. Some little booktube lore on my end. I met someone who like lives in Switzerland through booktube. And when I was there, I was like, let's just meet up and hang out. And like, you can still catch that video on my channel today and on her channel. But I looked at her like, I literally just met you online and have only seen your videos. And like, you invited me into your house. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
What is
no.
this?
Like Eliza and Daphne are like my bestest friends in the entire universe. And we've never met. Like Eliza's in California, Daphne's in New York.
Yeah.
Most of my friends are in Australia. Just
Hi,
like
Chloe.
eventually.
Hopefully, yeah, Chloe, who's in the chat right now. Hi, Chloe. We finally met like in person during Y'all West. So that was so
I
fun.
think I saw her on your Instagram story and then I think I followed her.
Yeah,
So
she's freaking amazing. Her channel's like amazing too, super cozy. But like, it was just so wholesome to like actually spend time together, because you can find like some really good friends like in the book niche. You
oh
know,
yeah, the
I hope
internet's
you meet with
great.
Daphne one day.
Yeah.
Yes, team stagehand.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Always, always. I saw some people comment in the announcement video I made, like, oh, like over here from the Discord, but like I joined Team Opera, and I'm like, I guess I forgive you.
If
Like
you want
mistakes were
to.
made, but I forgive you.
Your
I
decision was wrong, but I can still like you.
I mean, I'll accept you, you know. Best team ever over here. We're gonna look like a bunch of haters, but I do have like actual sprints ready. I like an active chat, so feel free to chat, you guys. Like, I am definitely a chatterbox. I'm glad Sam is too. We love
I know.
chatting.
I think the last time that I did sprints with my friends, we talked for 3 hours and we didn't sprint once.
Yeah,
So
that's usually been my
that's the
sprint. But
energy.
I'm like trying so hard though. I'm like trying so hard. Sorry, I forgot to add these. Okay, we said hi to Chloe. And yes, Team Stagehand, that is us. Morley Gray, like I happen to end up in like such a good team for me. I'm
Oh, it
reading,
was perfect.
yes, meant to be, just
Yes.
fate. But I'm reading Foxglove, like the second book to Belladonna, and like,
Are you liking it?
yes, like
Ooh,
on my
okay.
knees for death. Like, I freaking love him. I was like, wait, this is so wrong. He's like, definitely, I mean, he's death, so he's literally killing people. And he's like morally great, but I love him.
Yeah, I'm excited to pick that one back up.
Did you read Belladonna?
I read it when it came out. I pre-ordered either pre-ordered it or I got it from like a book subscription. I was like, yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
And I was in a massive reading slump when I read it.
Okay.
And I was like, this is fine. But I have like memories of it being better. So that's why I
Okay.
want to do a reread because I'm like, I think I'll like it more when I'm not slumping.
Yeah, probably because it's a little like slow and atmospheric at
Yes.
first,
I feel
but
like any gothic is that way. Where it's like
I
if you're
guess
not in the mood for a slow story, don't pick
that's
up a
true.
gothic.
That's true. But I feel like it's so lush because I maybe it's a hot take, but we should have done hot takes statement next sprint. But I love triangles,
Oh,
and
same.
it like when they're done so right. And I haven't seen one in so long because it got so much hate with like the
Oh
Twilights.
yeah.
If I know,
Oh
I love
yeah.
Twilight. And Belladonna, like Adeline Grace, created a love triangle, and I loved it. Like I'm not gonna give spoilers, but like I loved it so much, and she did it so well, and she like also satisfied like my little reader heart, and I feel like that's hard to do with like a love triangle. And everyone I
Oh yeah.
talked to was like same. Like I was so happy with the way it ended up. So
Yeah, no, I do. That's like the one thing, like out of the entire book, that's the one thing I remember. That Belladonna and Iron Widow. Those are like the two love triangles that I'm like, perfect. No,
yes,
no notes.
right. Hi Amanda. Yes, so it's so funny because like we are chatterboxes, and like I do chat so much during sprints, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll actually sprint this time so people can actually read for their points. But you can also read while we're just chatting. It's okay. I've had people say like I've just been like reading and like hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, I've
So
definitely been that person that like went to sprints. We're there for the first like chatty bit, and then like once the sprint started, I've just muted it or like lowered it really quietly as I continue reading my book.
yes, it happens.
Yeah,
Hi, Crystal. This is the vibe I want. Just chats, no sprints.
they're
um,
fun.
it's so fun because you're just like catching up with actual readers in live time,
Yeah.
you know. Hi, Sammy.
Hey.
Feel free to tell us what are you reading right now, Sam?
I haven't read a book in so
Reading?
long. I don't
Oh,
know. I have options. I have so many videos that I need to catch up on. It's bad. So I'm either reading The Ministry of Time,
okay.
When the Moon Hatched,
Okay.
or The Novice on my Kindle, which is like I think fantasy. I don't know anything about it. All for videos.
Okay.
So I don't know yet. I was kind of just gonna like feel it out. I haven't touched a book in 2 weeks, so I'm like forcing myself out of a reading slump this month.
You're fine.
So we'll see.
You just needed a break, but you should just let the chat decide.
Yeah,
Which
you
Sam,
guys tell me what to read first, and
yes.
I'll do it. I have audiobooks for everything, so it's not gonna be terrible.
Audiobooks are the best. Have
Oh,
you seen the
seriously.
editions for Belladonna that will be out? I have not, but that's because I have my Fairy Loot editions, and I'm like trying not to. And I think they're freaking gorgeous. Like my Fairy Loot editions are. I don't know where I dumped it. I see my Belladonna on the shelf, and I'm wearing like waiting for Wisteria, and I think I left Foxglove in my bedroom, because I'm gonna do the audiobook on the sprint and play a mini game that I've been like into. But I need to see these. Good morning, dreamer. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Please tell me your name if I don't know. But
I think I have the Fairy Loot or Illumicrate, whichever one did it. And then I think I have the Barnes and Noble ones for the other two.
yeah, because I have like the Barnes and Nobles, like the sought after, like purple cover, whatever
Mm-hmm.
edition. And I like the Fairy Loot one in the UK so much more. So I just didn't continue the Barnes and Noble one and like kept
That's
going
fair.
with
I wanted them all to be the same size.
oh, Dreamer's cute. Okay. Yeah, I have not, but feel free to link it into Discord. I want to see. Now I'm curious. Now I'm like, am I missing out? This is how they get you. Um, I have Long Live Evil and then an arc called The Solstice Court. No trope points, unfortunately, but at least the pages will count. Yes, that's something that I love. So, like, lore on my end from last year's readathon, it was so funny and like so kind of Maggie to ask me to co-host because I was like not a romance reader at all. And I thought not, but like romanticy, I guess, right? Like it counts.
Oh, it so counts.
Counts.
It's all same
But
vein.
never did like historical romance until her readathon, and she was like, no, I was like, are you sure? Like I'm like not your target audience. She's like, no, it's fun because you like read other genres. And so other people were excited too because they were like, okay, cool, like I don't just read romance, like I can read other stuff. And I was like, you are welcome to my collective. I can adopt you, it's fine.
I know the best part about like our team too is like morally gray fits for every genre. So
Everything.
it's like a solid guaranteed like trope point. So you're like everyone's a little morally gray. I mean,
Yeah, also opposites attracts, like enemies to lovers, like
Grumpy Sunshine.
yeah, because I'm just like Belladonna, like life and death, right? Like
Oh yeah.
opposites attract and morally gray. Just finished Real Housewives of Dubai and debating whether to start a new book or continue Quicksilver.
I've seen a lot of Quicksilver hype lately.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I mean,
Everybody everybody on Bookstagram was like raving about it. And then Eliza was like, I don't like it. And I said, okay. I just stopped thinking about it.
you're like, it's fine then.
Yeah, I was like, okay. Just won't add it to the TBR.
What game? Yes, I do have a game on here because I just can't do regular sprints. I think games are so
We have
fun.
no chill.
And like, yeah, I'm like, give me the tea. Like, I know out here with my background, my like opera singer background, and I was like working on it last night. Like, oh, we're in September already.
You
That's
know, it came out of nowhere and I was like, oh no. You were like, hey, can you take care of the auction? I'm like, okay, it's Wednesday. I can do Wednesday.
yeah.
Yeah. I
That's
know
our
how
day
to,
off. But I was
how
just
to
like,
do that.
hello, Sam.
Yeah, no,
I'm lost too.
I was like, okay, if I finish filming everything before we go live, I'll be fine. So
Yes,
busy day. That's
yes.
Wednesdays.
You see it, we're perfect. Yes, I'm so glad because it's just so there's so much wiggle room with all of them, which is really fun. But I definitely like I love how everyone certainly fits their theme. You know, like
Yeah,
that's
no, when Maggie was like assigning teams, she kind of gave choices. She was like, okay, let me know
yeah.
what interests you. And I was like, I'm just here for the vibes. Like, you tell me what to do and I will do it. I'm going to be so easy.
Okay.
But I was so nervous that I was going to be on like the billionaires and age gap, like something I just don't ever read and be like, I can't recommend you a single book, but
Yeah.
I'll be here. But no, it worked out really well.
Yeah, I need to do one of those like actual there's so many more. Like all my favorite characters are like morally gray. Like
Yeah.
all of them. I don't think I like a single hero. I like in my list. So I don't know what that says about
Fuck the good
me.
guys. It's fine.
But it's okay. Okay, we could do like part of the mini game before sprinting, or we could just sprint. I don't know
I'm
what
cool with
people are
either.
feeling. I'm open either way, but I guess to give you like a sneak peek, here we go on the side. Yes, I remember. I remember how to use it.
Ooh.
Okay, the
No.
game
We can go back
is
to streamer. It's like, button?
a button. Yes. Never have I ever bookish edition. So, you guys, I'm just basically here to collect your secrets and collect the tea of what you
Ooh.
have done that are bad or good reading habits. And so you can let us know in the chat. And I'm also here to like expose Sam. I'm just kidding. I'm
You know
here to.
what's so funny? I filmed a video today, and the like last question of a tag, it was like, tell an embarrassing story about yourself. And I had to go to my boyfriend and be like, can you think of anything embarrassing I've done in the last 7 years? And he's like, no. And I'm like, I'm so boring.
I would have looked at him and been like, you love me. That's why. Like,
Yeah, no, genuinely, I couldn't think of anything. And I was like, if anyone's going to know, it would be him. He's like, you fell once. And I was like, that's not great.
like, that was painful.
Yeah.
I was trying to think so hard of like embarrassing reading habits or like bad reading habits because I was put on the spot once and I was like, I have no, like, I blanked. I was like, I'm sure I have them, but I'm not sure. And so if you don't see it, if you don't see yours by the end, like whoever is watching by the end of the stream, you can let us know so I can like
Oh,
have it in my
absolutely.
arsenal. I can't. Did you think of one, Sam? Did you think of like a bad reading
I know
habit?
some people like use different things for bookmarks or like dog ear pages, but like those are like the worst things. Like people that like purposely like just break the spine. Those are like the worst habits that I've seen.
How
But I
about
don't
like
do
never
them.
returning a book, like a borrowed book? Actually, I just thought about that one.
Austin does that. Austin's kept 2 libraries. Just like,
Why?
bro, return
Especially
them.
during the Fourth Wing fiasco, because they had like the sprayed edges. Some libraries
Yeah.
had sprayed edges, and there was so much like discussion around just keep it and like pay the or replace
Yeah.
it with like a regular edition. Shady stuff.
Yeah, like it's not great. It's not very ethical, but at the same time, like I understand people's
Yeah.
desires.
Look out here, morally gray, grumpy sunshine have me in a chokehold.
Oh hell yeah.
So I guess like Maggie just read your vibe and she was like, Sam fits here. Sam is morally gray. Because you were just
Oh yeah.
like open to anything and you landed
Well, it's
like,
like I also read horror and thriller like
yeah.
constantly all the time. Nobody's okay in those. They're all sorts of messed up. So she was like, Morally Gray, and I was like, yes.
Yes. Oh
I
my
love my
gosh.
fantasy.
I need to take like a horror rec from you sometime because I feel like I tried this one novella and I think you read it too. The Night Guest. It was like super short. It's like a pink cover with like a little like drink thing.
I haven't yet, but I know that it's going to be on the like so the Literally Dead Book Club from Books and Lala. She's doing like a novella
Okay.
month where it's like 3 novellas, and this is one of them. So I will be
That
reading it
might get
soon.
you out of your slump. It is like mega fast, so well done. Like
I'm,
definitely disturbing. Like
I'm definitely intrigued in it. I'm pretty
yeah, I
excited.
was like, okay, disturbing 5 stars. Like it's fine. Like,
That was me with Horror Movie by Paul Tremblay. I finished that and I was like, I'm sorry, this was so messed up, and here we are. Okay.
yeah. You're like, I recommend all of the books that disturb me and make me cry. Thank you.
Yes. Like if I'm not scared out of my socks, I don't want to be there.
But yeah, I need to get like a rec from you for sure. And let's just start off by shaming Chloe out here, like doggy or no, like memorize the page, Chloe.
Yeah,
Like
no, I will say I am an excessive Goodreads updater. And so like once I finish reading for the day, I've updated Goodreads for the page count. I know what page I'm on.
that is so nice. That's actually like way smarter than like chaotically remembering. I've had some people say they like remember always
I
the
can also
page
do
that
that,
that's
but
insane.
that's like a weird me thing. I just really I'm a bookkeeper. I do numbers. So like
Oh, okay.
remembering patterns and numbers is like my thing.
No,
Uh
Sandra's
but
strange.
yeah. I
Like
also like if I type it into Goodreads, it sticks in my brain more.
I'm suspicious of you now. Like
Yeah,
I
no, my brain is weird. I don't know.
we'll
It's
see.
ADHD.
We'll see. Okay, let's do the first one then, because this is good. Okay, iconic. Like reading the last page of the book first,
I know people who do this, and I think they're absolutely
and like
insane.
your friends, like you feel safe around them.
Like
Like
maybe like associates. Yeah, no. Unhinged behavior, to be honest.
okay, yeah. Because wait, have you ever done that? Like in general, I
No.
think I did once,
I
but
try to avoid spoilers the best that I can for everything.
yeah, no, I feel that. Like, why not? You know? Because then I just
But
yeah.
if I DNF a book or like am uncertain about a book, I will go on to Goodreads and find the spoilers.
Okay. No, that makes
So
sense. So
that's
you're
my
like,
version of
it's
reading the
worth
last page.
it. Yeah. It's very hard for me to DNF. I feel like someone
Same.
called me out. They're like, I don't DNF. I just like say I'll come back to it. And I
Yes,
never.
I soft DNF things.
Apparently
Um,
that's a soft DNF.
yeah, I'll soft DNF a book. I've DNF'd like hard DNF'd maybe 5 books in my life.
Yeah.
Like I just
I
can't
have
do
like a
it.
little shelf on Goodreads where it's like, why? Like one of them
What
was
is
like
your
really
point?
problematic, so that's why I did, but the rest
Mhm.
was like I could not stand the protagonist and continue. So
That's
I
fair.
just stopped. But no, I don't read the last page like a psycho. Who here is reading the last page? Expose yourself. It is a brave space, but not a safe space. No, but like who? Why? Okay, we have no, not the last page. Like you don't know what's gonna happen. I also feel like spoilers just ruin a story for me. Like I really don't want to know like how a movie ends. Like it will discourage me, dissuade me from reading and like hearing the story because you already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I'm just not, unless like I really ask, like I really don't want to know. Like I've made peace, like, no, I don't care, or like it's fine. I don't want to know.
Yeah, you have to make friends with people who will read the books for you, and then they'll tell you everything if you decide you're not interested in it.
Yeah. But you guys let me know in the chat if you read the last book. I see like Dreamer here uses receipts or gum wrapper before I ever think of dog ear.
Yeah, I just don't want to ruin my books. I'm like a weird type of person that's just like, if my book is not pristine for my entire existence, I don't want it.
I
I've
feel
done a
that.
bad thing.
I feel that. That's why I'm definitely like a hardcover girly. Because I'm like they just preserve so and like the
Hmm.
skin's so nice and I don't know. I don't know why people are paperback people. Maybe to travel better.
I know that I like paperbacks for like the ease of holding it. Like it's not as heavy, doesn't hurt my hands as much.
That's true.
So that's like the one thing that I like. That and like the flop.
The
Do
flop
love
is
me a good floppy paperback.
this is the year I definitely have more paperbacks in my life. And I think it's because I've purchased more romance books and it's just
Yeah.
like paperback is just the standard for it. I feel like it's so weird for me when I see a romance book that's hardcover because all the romance friends I have, they love like their paperbacks.
No,
Yeah.
I like when I buy a book, it's genre specific. So like horror can go either way. Thrillers, hardback, fantasy,
Yeah.
hardback, romance, paper. It has to be paper.
Yeah, there's just something about it. Like I was reading one of the Luna sisters, like historical romance I really like, and that was like both paperback. Yes. My coworker reads the last page first, and I pay back yelling monster. I am here to encourage you, Amanda, to yell monster next time. I have like full backing of the book community to do this and like let them know we also collectively call them monster.
Yeah, that's wild. I was like,
A
what's
wild time.
you clearly don't want to read then.
That's a good point.
Hello, sweetheart.
Oh yeah, okay. So we have the dog-eared pages in a book. Okay, shame, shame.
Yeah. I can't do it.
It also just feels like when you close it, like at the end, it's just like I don't know. It's kind of
It's
weird.
kind of like making your own deckled edges book, like because it's all uneven and just like fatter
Yeah.
than it needs to be.
Do you like when the what deckled, right? You don't
I
at
hate it. I
all?
hate it so much. I think it looks nice,
It
but
does.
like for the ease of reading, it's impossible to turn a page. It
It is
bothers me
actually.
every
It's
time.
weird. Yeah. But do you think it depends on the paper too?
Maybe. I've only read maybe like two or three. So I don't have a lot of experience reading them.
I see. Chloe trying to defend herself. I only did it once. Once is enough for your crimes to have been committed and now immortalized on the internet, so everyone will know. Also, it was a book I did not care for. T, is this part of your vlog? Because I guess I'll have to see like what book was so not worth it that you dog-eared it.
Yeah, I think if I was more comfortable with like annotating my books, like writing in them and highlighting and everything, I'd probably would like start to verge into dog ear territory. Because it's
Do
like
you
I'm
annotate
already
at all?
um I've annotated one book and it was because I was sending it to my friend. And so like we're doing like a
Okay.
little across the states like reading buddy system where it's like I read the book, gave all my thoughts, they're gonna read the book and put
Yeah.
their thoughts in it. I get nervous. I get scared to write in my books.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm the same. And it's so funny because I was supposed to do that for like a friend who I asked if we could collaborate on a video and I've just been like traveling everywhere.
Yeah, you've
Like
been
if I'm
busy.
not working. Yeah. I've been someone recently told me like I just assume you're always like in the car or something.
Pretty much.
Like, no. I have a life, I swear. But I need a yeah, it's weird starting to like write in there. And then I started this one book that you probably like it because the reviews were like it reads like a thriller and it really does, even though it's like an expose on like medication and
Hmm.
the what is it oxycontin
Oh
like
yeah.
that, yeah, and just the breakdown of all like the susness of it, and it's like really intellectual but so intriguing, like just it's so good. But I started like underlining stuff and I was like,
That's how you know
whoa.
it's a good book.
I also yeah, but I also feel like am I more open to that when it's academic, like when it's scholarly than when it's something that's I don't know for pleasure, like
That
just
makes sense though.
enjoyment.
Because it's like I'm sure if like I enjoyed nonfiction more and read it, I would probably also like want notes because I would not want to reread nonfiction, but I would like to go back to see like what I thought or like what
Yeah.
stood out to me.
Or like it's making you think so you want to, underline
Yeah.
some things. Like I underlined some insane like research he found and stuff, and I was writing on the side like this is crazy. Crazy. My intellectual thoughts. Um Okay, let's see. I'll dog ear my own personal books, although I have so many bookmarks.
I have so many. I have like 3 mugs full of bookmarks, and I rarely touch them.
Really? I was
So
gonna ask
bad.
if you use them.
Like I should, but I try my best to read books in one sitting. Like I try like in 1 or 2 sittings, read and finish a book, and then like move on. So I don't need bookmarks as much.
Beast mode. This is why your wrap ups were filled with like books
Yeah.
when you're reading. I was like, how is she getting so fat, like through them so fast?
Audiobooks and no chill. That's it.
A perfect combo. That
Yeah,
is your
truly.
recipe for being a booktuber, guys. Audiobooks and no chill.
Yes.
Very accurate. That's like the best
Yeah.
advice I've
Like if
ever.
you don't have content brain, you're not it's not gonna work. You
Yeah,
have
so
to be dead inside.
we need help.
I know.
Morally Gray needs help. Okay, it's on your Disney bot. Oh my god, not people actually yelling at you. No, like for me, I yell at you with love, and I'm not
Yeah, next
actually
time don't put it in the video. Don't show them. They don't need to know.
they don't
Nobody
need to
needs
know
to know.
everything. People don't need to know our
If you're
habits.
being shameful, do it in private.
Do it with your close friends, not out here just exposing you on a live. It's okay. It's okay. Um, V is here with him. Okay, listen, V. Yeah, that's right. You know what, V? We're gonna shame you too. Shame on you for dog earing. I swear
But
we're
also thank you for justifying that it is your own personal books and not like other people's books. Because to disrespect somebody else's property, specifically their books, not cool.
I felt
Can't
so
stand people that do
bad.
that.
I don't know if you have like a borrowing story, but I felt so bad because I let this one girl borrow. She like was begging, like, please, like you made it sound so good. And I don't really always let people borrow books for these reasons. I let her borrow it, and in my mind, I was like, okay, just let it go. Like if I don't get it back, it's like a standard issue. It's okay. And then she comes back like looking so nervous. I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, um, I like totally spilled water completely on your book, and then
Yep.
it like also fell in a puddle. I was like, oh my God. She was like, we were also friends, but she was literally shaking, like, I hope you're not mad. Like, I made sure to buy the book, but they didn't have the same cover. And like, this is the best I could do. And I was like, what have I said that has my friend shaking in fear right now? Like,
Right?
I
My
felt
old
so
coworker did that. My old coworker borrowed a book and she gave it back. She's like, I'm so sorry. I spilled water on it. Like, I left it out to dry. Like, I did my best. And she's like, I will buy you a new copy. I'm like, you're fine. It's not a book I care about. You're fine. It's not a big deal.
yeah,
There's most of the time when I let people borrow books, they just don't ever return it and I'll just never see that book again. And it's like, okay,
yeah.
fine. I will go spend all of my money to buy this again. But yeah, that was like the one friend that was like, I'm so sorry I spilled water. I'm like, it's fine. I don't care about this book.
And I was like, what do they think we're gonna do? I felt so bad. But at this point, I feel like if you let someone borrow a book, like you just have to make sure it's not like a special edition or something
Yeah,
precious.
no, I would not give my special editions to anybody.
Yeah.
You can't pry it from my dead hands.
Yeah, accidents happen. And like I'm surprised I've gone this long with like snacking. Like I love hot Cheetos. That is not a secret. And I'll be like reading my book and I don't leave like stains or anything on it. And I'm like, I'm really testing the Lord out here, like, myself, because if you look through my books, it's like, oh, it's fine. But
Yeah.
it's
No, there's something about snacking and reading that's like so dangerous, but it's like living on the edge. Like, it hasn't been an issue yet, but
yeah. Okay, look, at least we have some shame herself around this.
oh no.
Yes, I do. On the bookmark note, I do collect them. So that is like the one thing I do collect, I guess, besides like special editions, like beautiful copies. But I use them. I feel like, well, I use my bookmarks too. But I love like to travel and like collect bookmarks, and I actually use
Yeah.
them. So that's really fun to like. I try to match the vibe with it. Like it's so fun, like picking my bookmark with my book for that month.
My problem is I always want to match the vibe. I'm always like, okay, my bookmark has to look cute with the book. But
Yeah.
I don't have enough bookmarks to match all the vibes. So I just get sad. And so I either stop using them or I go and buy way more and then I never use them. It's
You have like two
like a vicious
jars.
cycle.
You don't have enough
Lot.
vibes in your
I have
jars.
a lot and not enough vibes.
We are, as Chloe's repeating, have no chill. We have no
Chill.
chill. It's
No chill.
okay. Welcome, guys. I know this is Reading Sprints. Welcome again. I'm Joanna. That's Sam. Hello.
We're
Hi.
having a little mini game.
We are. And we're
We're
also,
ice breaking. We're getting to know each other and everybody
that's true.
before we hang out for however long.
This is the worst. I need to start asking for people's like worst borrowing book story. My sister borrowed a book from me and had a nosebleed. That's
Oh, that's bad.
that's rough. At least it's your
You
sister.
can keep that book at that point.
Yeah, brother. Ew. I would not be down for that. I only loan out books that wouldn't mind if I don't get back. Exactly.
Same.
That's what we're saying. I feel like that's a safe bet to keep your friends.
Yep.
You know. This one.
No.
Said I liked a book when I didn't.
I'm sure that I probably have at some point. I do. Okay, I will shame myself.
Expose
Okay, so
book
in middle
influencers. Can
school,
you trust them? The
no.
answer is no. Just kidding.
In middle school, my best friend was like a super reader.
Okay.
I was like in my little like I'm dyslexic and so books intimidate me and I can't actually read. I'm not good enough to read.
Okay.
But she loved The Graceling. And
Okay.
she
Yes.
borrowed it from the library. She made me check it out. She's like, "Sam, you have to read this. It's so good." And I told her I read it when I hadn't. I returned the book like 2 weeks later and pretended I read it. And I talked to her the whole time like, "Yeah, I totally know what you're talking about." I
She didn't
still have
ask
not
you
read
for
the book.
specifics.
No.
Are you guys still friends?
No.
Based on lies, Samantha.
Yeah.
Why?
I
Based on
know.
lies.
But I'm very honest when I don't like a book. I will be shy about it, but I won't lie about it.
Are you? I'm trying to think of your review. I guess so. You're still nice, you know?
Yeah, I try to be polite. Like, this Ravenous Fate, everybody's loving it, and
Yeah.
I didn't love it. And so it's like I'm gonna tiptoe, I'm gonna say nice things, but I'm gonna like also be like, no.
Meanwhile, I made a whole video with like SJ and I'm like, I got beef, SJ. So it's like complete opposite spectrums.
Yeah.
Now I feel nervous because I feel like I'm going to more festivals and I'm like, oh my God, what if
what if an author hears about what the shit that I've talked?
Yeah. But I mean, at least I'm not like fully like hating. I see other like YouTubers that are so entertaining, but I'm like, oh my God, that's crazy. Like what you're saying is crazy.
I am working on like a proper like rant video. I don't
Yes.
know how long it's gonna be. But I've got like graphics and pictures that I've made to go with it. Like it's
I can't wait.
excessive.
You're like a whole welcome to my seminar.
Yeah, it's also like a novella. And I have like an hour's worth of ranting.
For like a novella. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, we all have to look out for this watch party, be
It
like,
should
okay,
be coming out this month. Fingers crossed. If all goes well.
honestly, Chloe,
Yeah.
I do too. I feel like I want to do them more or something. And like, but I feel like, I don't know, like I need like a soundboard, because I tell my friends, they're like, this is fun. Like, why don't you post that? Like, I don't know. I go in front of the camera and I'm like, can anyone hear me? Like, are you going to understand what I'm saying right now? Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely have to like get over somebody's gonna misunderstand me and my content, and you just have to accept it. Like it's gonna be what it be.
Sam,
Someone's gonna be mad about it, but
I was not expecting you to like look into my soul and call out my fears right now as a creator. But
I do ruin my best friends' lives every day.
Every day.
That's what I'm here for.
It's so fun. Even like even if I love the book, like I like to hear why people don't like it.
No, same. Like I am always in the Goodreads, like looking at the 1 stars and the 5 stars. I want to know everyone's opinions.
I did a video on like reading 1-star reviews of like my 5-star review, and that was like so fun for me to like.
Fun.
I was flabbergasted. I was like so offended. I was like, "Excuse me,"
yeah.
but
excuse me. I'm so funny because like I'll recommend my 5-star books to somebody. Like, I love this book, but also if you hate it, it's okay, and I'm sorry I gave you a bad time. Like I feel bad. Like I recommend books. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I also feel like it's just it may not be your book, but it might be someone else's. And like a negative review still attracts a lot of eyes because then people are curious. Like I know I've definitely been like, okay, here's so much like smack about like A Court of Silver Flames. Like, okay, I want to know what it's all about. And then I
Oh
end up
yeah.
reading it and end up
It's
being
like
like,
half of
okay.
the Fourth Wing craze was like the people who loved it and the people who heard people hate it and wanted to know what they thought.
Exactly.
Like it's all
Honestly,
important.
and I was gonna ask, and we might beef on here, live beef. But like, did you like Fourth Wing?
I fucking love Fourth Wing.
Okay, I love Fourth Wing too. Like, I love it so much,
I
and I agree with
Yeah,
like,
like I fully understand everybody who hates it and
oh yeah,
everything that they say. I'm like, you're completely correct, and that's also part of why I love it.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I know it's bad, I know it's poorly written, but like I love it for that.
yeah. I was like, yeah, this really isn't adult fantasy. Like, this is. I always say like Twilight is trash, but it is good trash. It is
Yeah,
like
no,
my
those movies
trash.
are like my comfort. Like you can't
So
take me from there.
this is how good it is. I think I should probably vlog this. Let me. Do you think it's a good idea? But like my friends who invited me to the Portland trip or whatever, like I lived there for a few years, so I'm like excited to see them again. They're like, come in October so we can have like a Twilight fall weekend,
Yes.
like a fall. And
Yes.
I was like, they know me so well because they're also equally obsessed. Like we would rewatch them like crazy and stuff. And like I still have content on my like Instagram page of going to like the cafe Bella and Charlie would in the and I
Oh, no,
just
I have the strongest desire. Like every time like the first rain in Oregon, I'm like, okay, why am I not in Washington right now? What am I doing?
it's so good. Like that cafe is like really good in general, but you know how some people during the pandemic they were like, "Oh, I found out so many things about myself, like my inner workings and my triggers."
I could
I'm
not do that.
like, I found out I really am a twihard and like had no idea and I came to accept it and like here I am living my Twilight life like
I
in
love that.
public. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I have been openly obsessed with Twilight since and haven't read the books. I will take the shame. But no, the movies,
You haven't read
that's
the
my
book?
comfort. I have them on my
It's so
shelf.
good.
It's one of those things where I'm like, it needs to be the perfect moment to read them. Like,
I
I
totally
know it's gonna be an experience and I have to like be in the zone. And maybe Forks Washington.
Yes, you need to do. I really want to do like a bookish girls trip to the Bella Swan house and like
Yes.
have the
Yes,
books and
yes,
like all of that. So,
yes.
I mean,
Keep me
we
on the
should
list.
plan it. Put me on the list. You're in, baby, because you need to read
Yes.
these books. They're like so
No, I
good.
really do. It's
Yeah,
bad.
they're like really awful, but they're like
No,
good.
I know. I fully
Like
know
when
what
you're
I'm getting
reading, you're gonna be
into.
like, and it's so crazy because I love how, of course, this is turning into like a Twilight conversation,
So sorry, everybody.
because
We
it's the
derail.
season. It's September, y'all. It's like, does that count as gothic romance?
I could push it. I'm sure if we don't tell Maggie and we all just do it, she can't tell us no.
I'm gonna be like, guess what? I'm the captain now. This is a Twilight readathon. Everybody, move over.
You know what's so
Um,
funny? I'm also co-hosting the Mystic Readathon, and I
okay.
am Team Werewolf for that. So,
So the movies. What are you saying?
so, so like maybe it's
Are you
basically
Team
the same
Jacob?
thing. If you completely ignore everything that happens in the last movie, yes.
No, no. He like
I'm sorry.
wait. I can't wait for you to read the books and
I
realize how
know.
problematic Jacob is.
I know. But here's the thing. Here's my justification.
Oh,
The movies do a horrible, horrible job, even though the like actors and actresses were dating at the time. Like
okay.
Bella and Edward have no chemistry, no moments of like getting to know each other and falling in love. You don't see it. But you see in New Moon just every little sweet moment between Jacob and Bella being like, wow,
Yeah.
they get each other. And
Yeah.
that's why.
Oh, for
It's
sure.
only
They
because
get
of
it.
New Moon.
But
It's only
like
New
what
Moon.
I don't like and that I love about Edward and because he's from the 1800s or whatever is consent. Is consent. And it's the
That's
fact that
fair.
like in the book like
You're not
Jacob
wrong. You're
is thirsty, but I was like,
not
well,
wrong.
he's 16, I guess.
But yeah, he's also like a child. And I also made horrible decisions when I was a child, and I love Taylor Lautner. So I don't know what you want from me.
I just love Taylor. Yeah. Way the actors were dating. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Edward
And
and
then
Robert Pattinson and like Kristen were dating.
yeah. But then she did the Snow White movie and dated the
Cheated.
director for that, I think. Yeah. Messy.
It was crazy though because people were making fun of like these people are dating in real life and they kiss like floppy salmon.
Yeah, but their like entire interactions in the movie is just bad.
It's so bad.
But
It's so
fine.
awful seeing
I
like
still love
them,
them.
the breakup and Breaking Dawn though, because they're married in that one, and
Yeah.
like you can still see some tension.
The
That like,
pain, like
the pain.
that's when you get the most acting out of Robert Pattinson is like when they're not together anymore.
Yeah. And then Kristen, yes, for like 3 years, and then she did come out later saying like she would have married him, like if
Yeah.
they kept
But she
going.
also learned that she's not straight. And so,
Yeah,
that's fair.
life is life. This is life. Okay, let me see. It's awful to let your friend down when you're yes, when you recommend their favorite book. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But
why I
also
feel
like
like
I'm also like here for the tea. Like if you read my favorite book and you hate it, tell me everything. Like I need to know and it's going to be fun for me, but I'm going to cry on the inside.
yes, I said the same thing. Like I'm always like, well, okay, like I'm recommending it, but if you don't like it, it's okay. Like it's okay. And other people have told me like it's never okay. It's not okay.
No.
Like you have to like it. I just like to leave like some wiggle room, and like obviously like I've seen you be honest on your channel when you're like this is not for me, and just be polite, and like I'm definitely like always honest of like this is not for
This
me,
is not it. Yeah.
but I always add like a little line in there like it might be your cup of tea though, like if you're into
Yeah.
travel. Just kidding, if you're
I
into
always try to find the audience in which somebody will like the book. It's like, okay, this didn't work for me for these reasons, but for these reasons, you might actually enjoy it.
yeah. Except when I've definitely called out a book like, no, this is racist. Like, if you like it, you
Yeah,
racist.
unless like it's a problematic book where like morally I'm having some type of issue with it. That's like the only time where I'm like, but I still try to be nice because I'm not God. I can't decide anything.
I can't decide anything.
I can't make decisions.
I read somewhere that Netflix is going to make a Twilight series. Yes, I don't know if it's Netflix or like someone else, but like it is a
No,
TV series. I know. I feel like the movies are
no,
perfect. Like to be
don't
honest,
touch good things. I hate
so
reboots
good.
so much.
I'm
Also,
not
like
like down.
Miss Stephanie Meyer being like, I regret writing these books. I'm never like gonna revisit them, and then being like, actually, what if I like came back to it? Like, I need money. What if we get a Jacob book? Ah,
Also, Miss
things are
Meyer
gonna get bad.
having issues with casting. I like it's so funny because I give like praise where praise is due, and I'm also like, okay, but I know these authors are problematic. Like they have issues. Um dive into that later if you've never heard of like Miss Meyer and her issues with casting, and like you'll read in the book. You'll read in the book what happens to people with darker skin when they turn into vampires.
Oh
It's
yeah,
wild. It's
I
wild.
know her little Mormon heart. I get it.
A little Mormon part. But it's so good. It's so crazy, like seeing the Twilight books, and then 15 years later, Midnight Sun, which was like the book I wanted so bad. And her writing just got so much better. Like, I love that book so much. Don't do the audiobook though, because everyone tells me it's the
Oh
creepiest thing
no.
ever. Like, the
Oh no.
narrator from Midnight Sun sounds like so creepy and disturbing,
Oh
and like
no.
I didn't do the audiobook, like I read like Midnight Sun, and I was like so in, because like I love Edward. So I was like,
Yeah.
yes, give me Edward point of view. And then my friend who's also a Twilight person, she's like, have you heard the audiobook? Because like you said you love it, but like I don't know if you actually like read it with the I was like, why?
I
He's
don't
like,
know about that.
she's like, she's like, I turned on my car and it was like connected to it, and it was just like I watched her while she was sleeping. Like super just
I
creep
mean,
vibes.
he is a creep though too. Like,
But I love it. Yes. Yes, April. Hi. One woman's trashy book is
right
another
now.
woman's treasure. Um,
Yes. Amen.
April, something so funny. That I haven't even talked to April about this. We should I need to hop on a live with her sometime. But April, because of you, I feel like you are like hidden lore in my book meetups that I've been doing. Like you are a secret third member in there. I don't know why you say third member, just like another member. There's more than three members. But you are a secret member because Sam, have you ever heard of like Conquered by Clippy, the book?
Um, yes. Have I read it? No, I don't know if I'm brave enough, but I also do want to read the Door Smut. So maybe I am brave enough. I read Shrek. What else can we throw at me?
I have not read. Okay, I have not read Conquer. I didn't even know like monster romance and like these bizarre, funny, like insane covers and books existed until our treasure April here. And when she posted that book, I was like, "What? Like no way!" And it just stuck with me forever. That now, whenever I go
That's
to
kind
like
of
a
how
book
Get in My
meetup,
Swamp is for me.
what's it called?
That's the Shrek smut book that I made my friends read last year.
Okay,
I did like
yeah,
a whole video for it. It was ridiculous. But that has kind of like opened the door to be like, these are bad, but also like I'm going to have such a fun
like they're
bad time.
fun.
And
Yeah,
I
it's
love
like
it.
fun. So it's so funny because I keep bringing it up to the point where like I don't even know if it's a joke anymore. I think like I'm literally gonna make our first book club pick Conquered by Clippy, and we're
As
all
you
just
should.
gonna find out like what happened. And
And I do
I'll watch
recommend,
it.
if able, do it live. Because that's how I read the Shrek smut. And it was so much fun being live and
No
like
way.
talking about it with friends and then
Oh,
like
that sounds
talking
fun.
about it with people in the chat.
We
It
should
was a
do
great
that.
time.
Okay, noted. I'm just gonna like make the title like traumatizing my book
Yes.
friends.
Yes.
But I just keep making jokes like, I mean, is Clippy rich because he has that Bill Gates money? Like, how does that work? Like anatomically, like it's just we went
Yeah.
down a rabbit
It's the same with
hole.
like Unhinged, the door smut, as Chloe has mentioned. Like it yeah. Like it's wild. I think it's like 70 something pages. So I'm
What
like,
the
I can dedicate my time to that.
like an actual door?
Yes.
Gently, yes.
Yes.
It's way more fun to read
Actual
weird
door.
romance with friends.
It
Yes,
really is.
April, why are you not on this live
It's a
with
special
me?
bonding moment.
Yeah, I bet it is. I bet like you trauma bond. I didn't like the endorsement, not weird enough. But April's like Honda store. Like go to her for these things. Like she specializes in this. She has a whole book club dedicated to it. Like thank you for opening my horizons, April, I think. I hope. I need to scroll through these. Okay. Let me see.
Yeah. I think that on like just absolutely wild monster romance is just so much fun. I've been enjoying so in December I read what was it called? Sleeping with a Krampus or something like that.
Yes, I saw that
And it,
one. I think it was one of their book club picks.
yeah, and it's like the third book in like a series, and now I'm just like slowly making my way through like her holiday monsters. But it's so funny. I read Railed by the Easter Bunny.
Okay.
So yeah, that's
Not the Easter bunny. I was like, wait.
yeah. Yeah, there's like one for the Reaper. There's a whole bunch, and it's so funny. It's so funny.
You're right. I need to do it with friends. Not Colleen Hoover scaring people.
Yeah,
Oh, that it's so
I
funny. I don't know why I didn't expect like her movie to have controversy too. Like, of
I'm
course
not
it
surprised.
would.
They romanticize. I haven't seen the movie fully, but like they romanticize the relationship so much, just like in the book, and it's like, we don't get it.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome here. None of us have read Coho on
No.
here. Like,
If I
I
do,
mean,
it'll be Verity. That's the only one that I
yeah.
would remotely be interested in vlogging.
Okay. Yeah, I'm curious. I feel like I've just heard it's really poor writing. Like I've heard like Wattpad has better. Like honestly, there's like amazing writers on Wattpad too, but like they were just like no, the writing itself is really poor. And
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw like it was trending like some snippets of her book were like popping off, and I was like that would be fun to also read, like for the channel, you
that's
know?
the thing. It's a very fine line when you're a content creator because you've got content brain, and so it's I never want to read these people because XYZ, like Colleen
Yeah.
Hoover, problematic romances that I'm not interested in.
Yes.
But also, Colleen Hoover gets views and people want to see that. And so it's like, well, if I'm ever going to do it, like it's going to
You're like
be
give the people
for a
what
video.
they want.
At least if I suffer, I can monetarily benefit from it a little
I
bit.
just thought it would be fun. Okay, Mating with Mantis is top tier. I've heard you review this one really high,
I'm
April,
not
so I
familiar
believe
with this
you.
one, but I think
That
it might be
doors.
bad.
And the whole crazy lie, I get side-eyed for Omegaverse. You know, Omegaverse is something that like I thought
That's
was
the
like
wolf thing. Yeah.
crazy and didn't understand. And then when like this one friend like that loves it broke it down, I realized that like I do like Omegaverse
Sorry, I just saw
because
the cover for Mating with a Mantis, and I'm no,
we need to show it. Let me see. I need to fix this
no.
later at some point and show it.
40 pages. Oh, I can't. I can't. No, Bugs and me are not friends. I can't. No.
I'll let you guys do that on your own so that no one sues or um children should not be on here. Um
18 and up, please.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, I'm not like into the Omegaverse, but also Bride was pretty good.
I
And that
have
was
not
me
read it
dipping
yet.
my toes.
So thank you for my train of thought. Yes, I need to eat at some point. I just right now all I have for sugar is Capri Sun. Not sponsored, but like would
But
be
like,
nice.
could
But like
we'll
could
take
be
it.
I need I need to get some sugar in my system. Some fuel. But okay, unhinged
We'll
thoughts.
sprint spit soon.
You know, like the web novels, you know, kind of like AO3 or
Oh
whatever, but
yeah.
just like web novels. I always go for like a werewolf story. Like he finds his mate and he's like protective and he's like,
And yet you want to shame me for liking Jacob.
I'm not well, yeah, I will shame you for liking Jacob because come on, we can't forget what happened in Breaking Dawn.
We can
Can
just pretend it didn't happen.
you, Sam? Can
Just
you?
pretend it didn't happen.
I'm just
Just
gonna
don't watch the movie.
Sam. And yeah, I realized like I really like it. Like I like the whole, but I think I just love like a protective. Don't look give me that look, Sam. Don't
I
give
think
me
I
that.
like Bride. Bride is sweet. Allie Hazelwood just has something in her words that just make it easy and fun. But I think it's good. It's a little wild at the end, but it's good.
I haven't truly tried my ID enough one in the Lola series. I think.
I
I
love
guess like Briar
you.
would be one.
I love
She's your
you.
team, Jacob. Your team in love with the baby. Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying he's right for that, but Edward, also is preying on a minor, so
Was he?
he's like 117 years old,
It's so
and
funny.
she's 17 or 16.
Joe, have you read anything from Kate C. Wells' 5-pack series you might like? I have not, because here's the thing, like I thought I was not into Omegaverse stuff and then realized like it's just like my guilty pleasure on like web novels, but I've never read like a physical book or like a series that has it. And I do love like werewolves and stuff. I just like I would just pick Edward over Jacob when it came to like marrying. Maybe. Yeah. No, you know what? You know what? I was torn. And then when I read the books, I was like, yeah, Edward for sure. Because
Yeah.
you'll see. You'll see. Okay, I swear. Not the baby love, LOL, though I did vibe with him when I was in high school. I don't know how she got away with that. And like someone posted recently about Miss Cassandra Clare too. Like some of her
Her many incest books, yeah, I don't get it either. She's one of the authors that I just won't read.
I had no idea. Like I never read her stuff, you know.
I
And then
watched
I was
Shadow
like,
Hunters, and then I learned more. And I was like,
yeah. And then I was like, maybe I should read it sometime. And then my friend was like, you know, that's like off of like a Ginny and Ron fanfic, right? And I was like, ew, why? And then someone posted a page of when he's like, I love you like a sister. And like you are a sister because we're the same blood and like being, but I want to do things to you that these other boys want to do to you. And I was like, what? Well, listen, I love Cassandra Clare, but there are issues. You know, Chloe, you dog ear, you love Cassandra Clare. It's okay. We're all a little
sounds
problematic.
problematic to me. I don't know.
But going back to V, I need to try. I will look this up. I need to try at some point. I feel backed up in so many books right now. Like ever since really
Never
starting
ends.
booktube, I'm like, that all sounds great. And it's just like never ending, like enormously. And I just want to read everything at once.
Yeah, no, my Goodreads right now is over 2,500 books. So it's bad.
Oh my god. I was like deleting some. I was like, I don't think I care about these anymore. I think I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
was in it for the
I've
giveaway.
had Goodreads since like 2016 or something. Like I've
Okay.
had it forever. And it's just one of those things where I'm like, it's fine. It'll just be overwhelming.
I barely got mine in like 2023. So I had to like backlog a lot of like, oh yeah, I read these, like trying to remember what
Yeah.
Daphne read. Thank you, Daphne. I'm glad that incest is a hard pass for you.
Thank
Um,
you.
Chloe. But okay, I gave away all of Cassie's.
Mine are sitting in my little basket. I've never done an unhaul, but I have a basket of books that I will eventually
You should do
unhaul.
an all. I
That's
love on haul
one of them.
on haul books
Yeah.
videos.
I'm a hoarder. I don't like getting rid of things, but I've got a collection.
No, Sam. No. I like how this turned from like, oh, Sam and I are so nice with like not badly reviewing, and now we're like, ew, Cassandra,
See,
Cohen.
here's the thing. I'm nice about books and most authors, but if you're like a questionable author in person, just in general, I can be harsh. And also, when I'm not filtering myself for a YouTube video, I get a little unhinged.
This is why lives are dangerous,
That's why
y'all.
lives are so
This
dangerous.
is why lives are so dangerous. We're like
You say
both
things.
like hungry. Like Sam ate right before this.
No,
I'm
my
there
food is sitting in front of me still.
I'm so sorry. You're probably like,
It's
please
fine.
sprint so we can eat. And I'm like,
It's so worth it.
sneakily like I have not had some of these in so long, like probably since I was 12. So thank you to like
That
21
no,
Pilots for the Capri
my
Sun.
boyfriend will sometimes just like get on like a random kick and just be like, "Well, I bought this thing from the '90s," and I'm like, "Why? Why are you doing this?"
Yeah. Oh my god, it's okay, April. I forgot April's such a mom too. We
I
will.
will soon. It's okay.
Promise. I promise. It's been a day. We will. We do not condone not eating. We do not support that. She has her pizza
Yes, we will
bites.
be eating.
And we should try that by sprinting. Okay.
Yes,
It's
do
been
that
a,
thing that we're here for. I think it's about time.
I'm like gonna I need to see if I have my timer here because I think it went missing.
Oh no, do many things.
I know. We have a lot. Yes, let me put this so we can discuss this while I look for the timer. I love unhaul videos too.
Yeah, Daphne has no problem being like, "I got this book. I bought it. It's gone."
I think I said this about both Daphne and April. That was like, I love how when you guys are like negatively reviewing, you're still like smiling so much. It's just like I didn't
This
really like
book fucking
it.
sucks.
Yeah.
I hate it.
And I'm like tips takes notes.
Yeah.
And so if you look at my face, like I can't take a still for the thumbnail for my videos because I'm constantly like,
Oh
it's
my
bad.
god. Making thumbnails is my actual nightmare. Like that is the one thing about content creating that I just can't do.
I think it's
Can't
so
stand it.
fun, and I'm like, I want to put so much, and I'm like, wait, is the video even about this? And I was like, maybe I should work in reverse. Maybe I should do like, okay,
Yeah, it's usually like at the end of me filming the video, I'm like, oh, I need to take a thumbnail. And it's just me posing for like 5 minutes. And then like, by the time I get to the editing, it's like all blurry photos. And I'm like, well, must be life. It's
not
fine.
blurry photos.
It's so bad.
Okay, I know Maggie gave us a timer too because I don't know where my timer disappeared. I
I don't
haven't
know how long you want to sprint. I also have a timer that I made, but I did not there's no sound effects because I didn't think that
No,
through.
that's fine. I just need like a 30-minute one probably.
Yeah, there's one in the Google Drive, and then I made one that's an hour long. But you can go to
Damn.
like the halfway mark
I'm
of
out
it.
here like 30 minutes. That's already a lot.
See, I'm so bad. I'm the type of person I'm like 45-minute sprints to an hour. I'll see you guys. It never.
You're like, and that's it. Welcome to my live stream.
Yeah.
No one actually talks here. Okay, I'm gonna grab the thing. Feel free to entertain our guests.
I'll entertain. Daphne poses for her thumbnails in the beginning. I try to do that. It depends on the video. Like unboxings, I'm really good at doing it beforehand. But like any other video, especially vlogs, I don't think of the thumbnails ever at all. It's like
It's hard
halfway through the video and
to.
I'm trying to find a still. I'm like, please just don't move.
I just don't know how you're supposed to anyway.
Yeah. I don't take pictures. I don't like taking photos of myself, but I don't mind being in videos of myself.
Yeah, I guess you
Very
could just take
strange, weird thing.
stills, make a collab like I did with my most recent one when I was updating like my crazy summer. I just took like bits and pieces and made like a collage.
Yeah, I yeah. Vlogs are always tricky for me, but yeah, no.
I'm
I hate
looking
making
for
vlogs.
what the heck? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Haha. I was like,
Same,
where?
Daphne. My makeup is always a mess by the end, so I try to do it at the beginning. Yeah, you guys are more organized than I am, so can't
I would
relate.
take my photo at the end for sure. But
Yeah,
Daphne's
no.
like she has that pose down, you know? Like I can
Yeah,
always tell.
Daphne's very photogenic. It's very annoying. Like if you ever see her Instagram, it's just like, oh, she's just always cute, cool, great. I
Yeah,
hate
good
myself.
smile. Good smile. You're like, meanwhile, you're like, I feel potato.
Yeah, no, it's genuinely like I look at myself in a photo, I'm like, why do I smile? It's like you look normal, babes, but you're just being critical of yourself.
Here we go. Oh my god. Here we go. Here we go. There we
Ah,
go.
good old
Okay, good.
StreamYard.
No, because I clicked on the wrong thing, clearly. Okay. I found the timer, but I can't add it. Thank you. Thank you for that. Why can't I add this? Is it because it's a MP4,
It shouldn't be.
right?
Maybe if you click on the, is it up like in your browser or is it up on like a different tab?
Because I can like, oh, I can do it off my browser too, huh?
Yeah, or you'll have to go to like present and then
Yeah, because that's where I
share
was.
screen, but it should be like a different.
Because I see, it's just so crazy that, okay, wait, maybe I just need to delete some of these.
Yeah,
Is it
Daphne,
okay?
I always try to pose later, but I still just like am so bad at it. And it's like I look like a potato when I'm editing, and so I don't want to do the thumbnail then. And like
I feel you.
I edit so last second. Like I'm the type of person that like edits. Like today, I have a video that I'm uploading tomorrow morning. Guess what? She's gonna be editing that tonight. It's just like a bad system.
I did it. I
It
just
feels
forgot.
strange to have hundreds of photos of yourself on your phone because of thumbnails. True. And then like you put them on your computer and then you forget to delete them and like your
Take
computer
the
hard
storage.
drive is like full and you're like, why?
April, if I die and they need to check my phone, I feel so bad about this because I'm around like obviously non-creator friends or whatever, and like I'm
Yeah.
scrolling through my phone to like pop a screenshot or something, and it's just like me.
Me, books, 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 me.
Yeah,
It's like I promise there's other things in my life.
yeah. And then I love how people are like, "What's the difference?" And you're like, "Well, there is a difference, but it's okay."
It's okay.
Okay. Okay, I have
Um,
this here so we can finally sprint. Hooray. And come back to the comments that I missed.
poor
It's okay.
cat. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna just move her little butt.
Okay. See you guys in 30. Hopefully with some food.
Yes. Everybody eat and drink water. Beep 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 beep.
Okay, I'm glad that had a beep because I was keeping my eye on it, and then I got lost in the ball scene that's coming up in my book.
Ooh, I love a ball scene.
Yes. Okay. What book did you end up picking? What book is everyone reading?
I think I'm gonna pick The Novice.
Okay.
I don't know how long it is though, so that might sway my decision.
Mhm.
Still
No.
fighting with my phone to get that stupid clip.
Oh my gosh. I wish you the best. It always sucks when things like that happen.
Yeah, it's not going well right now.
No.
It's only 7:30. I have to edit a whole video.
Oof. I'm sorry, girl.
So
Thank you for being out here.
no, this is
Over
fun. This is
here
a nice distraction.
from the chaos of technology.
Yeah, genuinely.
Yes. Hi, Eliza. She says she is reading If Love Had a Price by
Hi,
I
Eliza.
heard really good things about that author in general. It showed up in my book reading Philomena and the Seven Deaths. Oh, I don't think I've like. I wonder if I can recognize the cover at least for that
Oh,
one.
I watched your video today where I don't know when she uploaded it, but she uploaded Gothic's like stories and I was getting all the inspiration from it. And I
Yes,
saw that cover and it's so pretty.
I didn't even know like Phantom of the Opera was an actual book. I thought it was like just the movie or like a play.
Oh, my sweet friend.
I had no idea. No idea. Like I just didn't.
I'm obsessed with the musical, specifically like the movie adaptation with Gerard Butler.
Yeah,
It's
it
one of
is.
my favorite things of all time.
But now I'm
I am
curious.
obsessed. So,
Yeah, like I'm curious. I saw these retellings. I'm like, oh, that looks cool, and I was like, wait, where's the original? Well, there's an original. Um, I'm reading Forbidden by
I will
Alessandra.
be reading it this month for the first
Yeah,
time. Very excited.
like you've never read the book either, right?
Mm-mm. I
Okay,
know, like,
not just
I've seen the musical, so I have like a good gist, but I think it goes more in depth about like the societal standards of conversation with like people
because
being
isn't the point
disfigured.
like he's like yeah, like he's disfigured and he's like hidden in like some stage thing, like
Yeah.
the backstage and like wants her, and she's
You
this like
haven't seen the movie?
I think I saw it with my parents when I was really young, and I think I
Okay, so
probably got
you, me,
bored.
and Eliza are gonna watch Phantom of the Opera.
Yes, because I
We'll
was like,
schedule a time this month. It'll be great.
I know I couldn't watch it when our Discord was watching it, but I
I
feel
couldn't
like
either.
I want to read it. This month is crazy. You need to stop
This
making
month
plans.
is wild. But
It's a wild
everybody,
time.
it's worked. It's updated. I've gotten my
Yay.
stupid 19-minute clip. It's working.
Yay. Oh my gosh. Yes, for the video.
It's been probably like 5 hours that I've been waiting for that clip
Oh my
to upload to my computer.
I would die. I'd be like, is this video necessary?
Genuinely, I'm like, why do I bother trying to upload anymore?
I'm editing my video too, Sam, and I hit myself in the face again, so that's fun to relive. Oh,
Oh,
people.
yeah. No, I'm having like an allergy attack just in my right eye, and so it keeps watering, and I'm just like thriving right now. Everything's going really well for me.
We're fine. Chaos.
I
Chaos.
love
I
life.
haven't seen the movie either. I didn't get to watch with Discord either, but I just don't know where to watch. I don't know if it's on like Netflix or like
Okay,
um,
pals, you tell me when we want to do this, and I will do it in Discord, and then I will just I'll share my screen in Discord, and then we can all watch it together, and it'll be great. And nobody
yes.
has to worry about like finding it because I know that can be difficult sometimes, but
Watch
we will do
party.
that. Watch
I'll
party.
be like, okay, is
I
he
love musicals. I won't sing the whole time, I promise. I will be very silent.
It's so funny 'cause I'm not like a fan of them, but I feel like I also enjoy them when they come up. So
God,
I
I
don't
love
know.
musicals so much.
I'm excited to see Wicked, but that's because like I've seen it on like
I've seen,
I've
yeah,
seen it live and it's amazing. And
it's
like
so
I
good.
want to see the movie because I'm like curious.
I'm
But
so excited. Yeah, no, I love musicals and therefore I love musical adaptations. Phantom of the Opera, Rent, and Wicked, and Hamilton, like all like absolute favorites. I'm so excited.
Not the musical. So excited for the Wicked. I know I'm curious, despite problematic Queen over there. I'm like curious because I really like that musical.
It's just gonna be so good. Like the trailer, like they know what they're doing, and I trust them with this vision.
I was laughing real quick. I was laughing so hard because you know Duolingo, right? Like with the owl. I
Yeah,
was laughing so hard when the trailer came out, and then whoever is the new like content creator or like brand or whatever of like Duolingo is like doing a fantastic job because you know how there's that one scene where Ariana's like, "Why are you green?" And then whatever, and it cuts to Duo like the owl being at the school, and he's like, "Ariana, what are you doing here?" And I don't know why that
it's
made me
so
laugh. Like
fun.
my humor's so dumb, but it made me
Oh, I
laugh
love
so
that.
hard because I was just like, not her being like, "Why are you green?" And the owl, the green Duolingo owl was like, "Ariana, what are you doing here?"
Chloe Hadestown is coming to my town. I'm seeing it next year. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm gonna burst. I'm seeing Hamilton next year. I'm seeing Hadestown next year. I'm seeing Chicago next year. My heart.
You have a big year ahead of you.
So excited.
A really big year. What
Yeah.
is? I don't even know what that is. Okay, I
It's
still
a
have some,
musical.
of course, learning so many new things about you. Saying
I'm really into theater. Video games and musical theater, those are my things. Did I do theater? No, I'm not a theater kid. Don't come at me. But
yeah,
I do love musicals.
I
I love
think like
music in general.
it's fun. Yes, I think we need to talk about video games more at some point.
Hell yeah. No, I love video games. I have an addictive personality. There's a lot of things about me that like if I like a niche, I'm in it.
All the way. No chill.
No chill.
Okay,
No chill at all.
let me see. Okay. Never have I ever read more than one book at a time.
I can't only read one book at a time. I'll burst. I'll die. If I don't have like 3 books on the go, nah, I can't do it.
I feel like three is my standard too, like a rotation of three.
This
Yeah.
year I'm doing really good. Last year there was a point when I was reading 19 books at the same time, and that was
19
too much. Yeah, no, it was very unhinged.
record.
Um,
My only record has been like five.
yeah, no, that was like I I have no chill.
I feel like
Like,
challenge accepted, like
yeah,
19.
don't. Like
I'm
it's
kidding.
fine. You pace yourself and like it works out, but yeah, I try to like 3 to 5 books is usually like my sweet spot.
I'm like here. Yeah, 3 to 5. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think right now I feel like it's mainly just one because I'm eating up
Same.
foxglove so much. Like I'm just like, yes, this is where my
Yeah.
attention is. But I'm about to start like two other ones. But it sucks because I'm like in a fantasy mood. So I was like, okay, I pulled out like Ruthless Vows, like Foxglove. Um
Getting
what
the series done. Look
yeah,
at you go.
basically, because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's been 10 years. It's been 84 years, and I'm still
Yeah.
not doing what I should be doing.
I feel like because I was slumping, it was really easy to just like one book at a time, but also because I was slumping and I wasn't liking everything that I was reading, I think it was making my slump worse
Oh
rather
yeah.
than just like jumping into something else that I was more excited
Yeah.
about.
It's like just put it down. Just okay, I'll come back to it.
Yes,
Um,
Chloe, we're best friends now. You should just know that. That's just how it works.
always do two at a time. I used to be this girl, not anymore. I need a workbook, nightbook, arc at all times. Go you, girl. That's why you're
Yeah.
pumping out content like today's run,
Please
this time.
pressure me to read my arcs. I'm so bad at reading arcs.
So I feel
I stopped requesting
so.
them because I felt bad.
Are you like on NetGalley?
Yeah.
So what's your
Although Macmillan hates me and I'm have beef with them. They
why?
won't approve me for anything
The
anymore.
tea. I was like, what's
It's
going on?
so infuriating because all of the audiobooks I want are from them. And I'm just like, you motherfuckers, please,
And they're
please.
just rejecting?
All of them.
Is it because you're what percentage do you have
My
right now?
score, it might not be now, but like when I was last requesting stuff, it was 83%.
Oh no, you're solid.
It's so good. And I
That's so
recommend almost every
strange.
book I read. Oh, they just hate me. I don't get it. I don't know what I did to upset them.
No.
Don't
You
like
should
me.
look at like their little what we look for. Maybe you're missing something in your
You
bio.
know, what they look for is, like, so unhelpful. I'm just like, "Alright, congrats. You wanna work with publishers and blah, blah, blah." It's just, ugh. But yeah,
Ugh.
I have 3 arcs that I need to read, and 2 of
Okay.
them I'm gonna put in a vlog, but I just have to do it. I'm really bad at reading with my eyeballs.
Are you excited? I'm so excited because I have an arc tracker now. Like I made like a
Ooh.
whole sheet. I'm very proud. I even like have like the photo.
Yeah, you get so many arcs, and I'm just like watching what you're doing, and I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. You're
What?
so
I
good.
don't feel like I
You're
get
so
like
good.
arcs like that at all. No, nothing crazy like that. No, like there's some people who like come like in a day and they're just stacked, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
no.
Like,
I definitely have
oh,
like I know a lot of people that are like exclusively arc readers, and I'm just like, how do you do
well,
that?
that's what I was gonna say, because right now, like I was just reading arcs to fix my freaking NetGalley
Yeah.
too, because I thought it was a good idea to like also add them on NetGalley, even though I had no business adding them on NetGalley. It was like, here's the book, and if you want it on NetGalley, you can. I'm like, great, let me do both.
Oh yeah. And you're like perfect. No,
Yeah,
I'm too scared to reach out to like actual publishers, so I only go through NetGalley because I'm a pansy and I don't want to
you
be
should,
rejected to
and
my
just like
face.
apply. You're like, we'll go through a third party.
Yeah,
Can I?
like if NetGalley tells me I'm rejected, like no hard feelings. But if like the publisher is like, sorry, Sam, we don't want to work with you, I'll be
But then
like,
you
oh,
still have beef
okay.
with Macmillan.
Yeah,
You're like
no, I
on
don't.
NetGalley, you're still beefing.
Yeah, no, truly.
You should apply to their influencer I love their program. I'm like,
Yeah.
please have me for next year. Like, I love it. Like, I love audiobooks so much. So I was
I
like,
love
"Please,
audiobooks so much that it
please."
like hurts my soul when they don't give it to me. I'm like, please, I will read it in a day, please.
Yeah, you will. I can
I
vouch.
would. I'd be so on top of it. Like I'm really good when it's audiobook arcs. I'm great. When it's ebooks, it takes me 3 months to read it.
It's been a struggle to do like ebooks for me because my eyes are just getting like so worn out. So I came back to
Yeah.
it like this month and now I'm like, okay, I'm done again. So I was like, okay, physical arcs are fun, audiobooks are fun. I like putting them together if like
Oh yeah.
possible. But my eyes are
Memories.
just so tired from,
Yeah, no,
like
like I stare at a screen for 9 hours in a day, and then you
all
want me
this
to come home and stare at my screen? Like I can't.
Yeah, like with editing, like work, and also like whatever content creation you're doing, you're just always on a
Yeah.
screen and it's
Yeah.
bizarre. But thank you for making me feel like I'm doing stuff.
You're welcome. I will always be here to gas you up.
Yes, gas
I'm just like a
everybody.
stan fan. I'm just
This
like
is
a
why
little stan account. Like, oh my god, look at my girl. Look at her go. Look at do the things.
that is the quarterback because I'm always like in people's DMs, like I'm always like responding to their story, and I was like, oh my god, like I swear I probably like annoy the heck out of them because I'm like, I love
Yeah.
you,
It's a
go.
fine line of being like, I'm trying to be like a supportive friend, but also I don't want to annoy you to the point of like you hating me.
And it's how we became friends. I
But I
found
don't
you
want to be
like, on
hated.
Instagram and I was like, hello, Sam. And I was like, yes.
Yeah, no, you so naturally just like slid, and I was like, oh, a friend.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Just
All I
adopted
needed.
her. For me, I can only read one book at a time, but maybe two. But they have to be okay, yeah. Like that's a good question. Same genres or different genres?
I'm insane. My brain just doesn't shut off. I will read like 3 horror books at the same time.
Really? You don't get mixed up?
I have like the strongest long-term memory.
Oh,
Books are one of those things that just like go straight into the vault. I can recall way too much information about books, but like if you asked me what I had for dinner last night,
yeah.
couldn't tell you. Short term, so bad. Long term, real good.
I want to live in your brain. I want to see
No,
what
you
it's
don't.
like. I want to hang
It's
out.
so
Like
scary.
I feel like I want to grab my rave glasses and like just step in your head and like, like make my way
You
through.
know,
Like I feel like
oh
I'd
my
vibe.
god. Oh my god, I went to a rave the weekend. It was so much fucking fun. I went to a block party, but it was like an EDM block party. And I was like, this is the
Ooh.
best day of my life. I love Portland. It was so fun.
Oh my gosh, because you were important. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Yeah, those
Yeah.
are definitely our vibes.
Oh yeah.
Always fun.
I'm
I
quite the person.
I'm always down to try something new. Like,
Oh god, they're
why
so good.
not? But I feel like the more I like tell friends some stories, the more they're like, do you have like an inkling for safety? Or like it's so funny because
No.
I'm a very like suspicious like I'm very like, huh, that's suspicious. Like I'm paranoid. And when I've shared some stories with my friends was like, I'm just so surprised because for someone who has like anxiety and is like very cautious, like why would you ever do that?
Yeah, it's one of those things. I think the anxiety pushes you to do um more outlandish things.
Like recently, I made a friend through like a listening party for like an album that like came out and stuff. And I like basically like invited myself to like the concert they were going to. And I was like,
The friend that
great.
you made for 21 Pilots?
Yes, or 21 Pilots for like a show like where we were like in the actual pit because I'm scared. The pit is wild and
The
like I
pits
had
are
never
terrifying. I only
secret.
have experience going to, like, heavy EDM concerts for the pit.
Oh,
No, I will get punched in the face and
I
cry.
was
I
gonna
can't
say
do
you're
it.
probably bruised
Yeah,
everywhere.
no, like, Austin will go in, and I'm just like, "You have so much fun." I'll be on the edge crying if somebody gets near me.
Bracing. And so I basically, yeah, and we had planned this concert, and I was just like, I should tell someone about this, right?
You should
Like,
tell
I
someone that I'm
don't
meeting up
know
with a
him.
stranger online.
Like, yeah, because I also didn't even say hi in person. I like later we were like reposted by the same like record company and stuff. And so I found him there and he had like this piece of merch I really wanted. It's hard to find. It's a whole story. I'm so sorry. It's a whole story. Well, it's my stream. Like I just think about like Tiffany being like, "It's your stream, girl. Do whatever you want. It's my stream." Share this story with you guys. I don't condone stranger danger. I'm so sorry. But
Hey,
like,
everybody, don't listen to us. Do as we say, not as we do.
yeah, yeah. I was like, that makes sense, right? I'm
Yeah,
saying make friends, but be careful.
save it.
Um,
Tell
and
people.
so I like messaged and I was like, "Where'd you get that?" And so yeah, we ended up like planning this like gathering, and I was like, maybe I should hang out with him like one other time just to be sure, maybe.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah, from like 3 a.m. all the way to the end, like him driving us to, and I was like, I'm just gonna get in a car with a stranger. Like that's basically what I'm doing.
Yeah. No, like, I've made some, like, poor decisions because of concerts. Like, there's just something about the music community. You make friends,
Yeah.
and it all
I
works
made good
out.
friends. It was a fun weekend. I
Yeah.
had a time. I used to be a pit girl, but at 40, I'm too tired and it's too loud. Yeah,
Yeah.
I also bought, like, the earplugs for
I
it.
really need to get those. My ears are not yet destroyed, but, like, EDM is one of those things, like, it's so loud
It is loud.
that my ears probably aren't happy. So I really should invest in, like, the nice little blocky
Yeah,
sounds.
and then I forgot to bring them.
That's also something I would do.
I was like, I literally bought these for the concert, and my friend was like, "Did you bring your earplugs?" I was like, "You know what? It was 2 in the morning. I had to get ready. It was a blur."
I didn't have time to think about
I
it.
left them on the table on the way out. I
Yep, been
was like,
there.
"My ears will bleed. It's fine."
But it's fine, you know? It's part of the appeal.
Okay, where is it? As soon as I met Sonia talking about NetGalley, I feel bad and read a bunch of them to boot my score. I get
Yeah.
turned down all the time.
Yeah, like, I know it's normal to get turned down, but, like, there's something specific in me, like, that specific rejection just, like, hurts a little extra because 'cause you're
I
so
feel
excited for
always
these books.
yeah.
And you're like, "I want it so bad," and then they reject you and you're like, "Ow, it's
So
fine."
it's so crazy because Celestial Monsters was like a highly like my most anticipated read. And I of course requested on NetGalley like months ago.
Yeah.
And it's just like I think it's still pending. Like it's still just there because they
There's a
just
lot in my pending too, where it's just like,
yeah,
I think that they've, like, forgotten about me, and then I'll get an
yeah.
email, like, 3 months after it comes out, and they're like, "Sorry, we decided, like, we didn't have enough to give out," and I'm like,
Like I read
"Girl, I
it.
have the book already."
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
But Macmillan gave me the book, and then, like, Fierce Reads gave me, like, the actual book when I was, like, at Y'all West or
That's
whatever,
so
like, with
cool.
Aiden, and I was like, "Yay," and I was like, What's up, NetGalley? Like, why are you
What's
not
your
putting me
problem?
through here? Like, I could give you an additional review, you know?" So that
Yeah,
was just it's just super weird when that happens. I'm like, "How are you not gonna, like, realize I am, like, obsessed with this story and accept me?"
right? Like, how do you not know that this is my entire personality?
It's so mean. It's so mean. Getting ARCs is scary. It is sometimes. I'm like,
Getting
"What?"
ARCs not anywhere but NetGalley terrifies me. I'm so, like, antisocial, not gonna put myself out there, like, not gonna vouch for myself type of person, that it's like,
What?
the publishers don't need to know I exist, it's fine.
No. You're such a vibe. They need to know you exist. It's just like this month I finally caught up with more arcs, so now I'm finally reading like other things because for a long time I was just like reading whatever I wanted, and then I was like
Mood reading, yeah.
piling up. And then now I feel like I'm finally picking arcs like I'm more excited for, I
Yeah,
guess.
you have to be kinda picky about it, because once you start just requesting everything, you're
Yeah.
ruined.
Well, because
Now you
I
have
was,
to
like,
read things you don't
interested
want.
in them, and then the mood would go away, And now I feel like, okay, if you're accepting me a little bit faster, I can like pick things that I'm like currently in the mood for. Does that make
Yeah.
sense? I don't even try for book Berkeley. So is it Berkeley or Berkeley?
I think it's just Berkeley.
Right? Because I remember them making a post of like, we're not pronounced like the university, and the university is
Oh,
UC
really?
Berkeley. Yeah.
Oh, beats me
Okay.
then. I
Wayne
don't follow most publishers either, though. I try to disengage.
like
I have a Paperwhite too, but it's still new to me. I'm still like a baby Kindle user. I've used this for, I've had it for like maybe 2 months,
my eyes
and I
don't get
do like it, but I feel so slow reading on my
yeah.
Kindle. I'm like, oh my God, I'm taking 5 pages to read 2 pages. This is ridiculous.
I think I have the really old one that like it's just black and white. Is it the paperweight one? It's just black and white and doesn't even have a button except like the off button.
Yeah, mine just has like
Very
the bottom
tiny.
button,
Yeah.
but
I
yeah,
think yeah, but
I
mine
like it.
has the cover.
Oh, it makes me feel good. I'm like, I love holding it, but
It's so nice for
I'm a
travel,
slow
and
reader.
I still pack my hardcovers because I'm like, no chill. Like we said, no chill. Okay,
I like the idea of having like one audiobook on the go and one physical book, but I tandem read everything. And so I
yes.
don't, I can't do that because it's like, okay, these are all the books that I have, but I
Mhm.
have audiobooks for all of them. So I'm going to read them
Yeah.
together.
Yes. I love tandem reading so much. Like
Yeah, it's
that's the type of reading I
an
do.
experience.
Like majority of the time. It's
Yes.
really strange
Like
if I
audiobooks and tandem. If you see me
yeah.
with just like a book and no audio, it's going to take me 3 years.
Yeah. That's why I feel like when I'm posting about it too, it's like sometimes you see me with a physical book and sometimes I just post the cover and I'm like talking about it because it's like I'm back and forth
Yeah,
and like yeah, or together, when I can actually like sit and enjoy. Judged a book by its
all day, every day.
cover.
Literally, that's all I ever do.
Mhm. Is there
Everything that gets added to my Amazon wish list is mostly like a cover pick.
Are you excited for like Onyx Storm
I
coming to
have pre-ordered it. I haven't read Iron Flame because I'm scared it's going to be a really bad time because the reviews weren't great. But I did pre-order a very expensive book just so
yeah,
they all look good next to each other.
you might love Iron Flame, honestly, but like I
I think
am
I cut my
fighting not
brain
giving
off.
it 1 star, even though I went back and gave it 2. It's so awful. I have like so many issues with it, but like obviously I still really like the series. Like
Yeah.
I still
I think if
love
like I
the
shut my
world.
brain off and don't think of the problems surrounding it and just like immerse myself entirely,
Sam,
I
no.
think I can enjoy it.
Sam, no. Not you ignoring Jacob's problematic behavior and then ignoring
This is
like
what I
as if
do.
we were
I say.
all cover by all the time.
Yeah. No, if you have an ugly cover, I will pick up your book, but you have to somebody has to like hype it up.
Yeah, I actually wanted to like make a video on like the ugliest best books and like
Oh
the
yeah.
prettiest like worst books.
You
And
should.
I was just trying to think like, and I was gonna ask you at the top of your head, is there a book that was like so hideous, but it's like so good, and you're just like, I wish it had a better cover because it
Okay, let me go
doesn't
look at
do
my
it
Goodreads.
justice. Yes. Okay, Iron is so ridiculous. I love it. I know, April, you were like so honest in your review, like it was trash and it was great. And for me, I was like, why was this trash? My life was ruined. You could have
Yeah.
edited more. And like I was even in the freaking publishers like Facebook page and stuff, and I was like, how dare you not properly edit everything? It was a whole mess. It was a whole
Yeah,
mess.
no, I don't understand why like the book trend now is just to push books out as quick as possible. It's
Um,
like I miss the days when it took 2 years to get a sequel because I knew that it would be edited properly. Like
yeah.
there would be
So
like a proper system.
probably around 2019, I started to notice like a lot of the same covers. And I think because like Akatar got like super big too, I started seeing a lot
Mm.
of like this and this, a court of blah blah blah, Palace of Frost and like whatever.
Yep.
And I remember like I wasn't in the book like content space yet, but I remember turning to like my friend and being like, I feel as if book books in general are starting to be like fast fashion and like fast music, where it's not about a full
Gotta
album
follow the trope
anymore.
trend.
It's about singles. Yeah, it's not about like sustainable fashion and like a whole collection. Suddenly it's about just whatever you need in the moment, and then like you never wear it again, or like it's only $5. So it's not a big deal. And so
Yeah,
I was
except
like,
for
I
the
feel this.
books are getting so expensive, but the quality's going down so
That's
much.
true.
It's
That
like,
is true.
like I don't want to buy a $30 pretty book if it's gonna be a bad time. Like, it's not in here, but Sanctuary of Shadows, gorgeous Flatiron edition. Like, it's so pretty, and it's so bad.
I heard
It
such bad thing. I didn't even buy it in the end. I was like,
good.
thank you.
Don't waste your money on it. I tried to cancel a bunch of my books from that publisher because I just don't trust them anymore, and they were like, "Sorry, can't cancel that one." I'm like, rude.
No way. They're like,
Yeah.
take your money and run.
Yeah, and
Um,
then they pushed the release date again. I was like, "Okay, cool. Great."
yeah, no, I'm seeing it
Oh,
way more and more now, and I guess people are like hating on romantasy because of it. I'm like, shut up. I love romantasy, but
I
like,
love
you know.
romantasy, but it has its
Okay,
problems, yeah.
April said meeting with a mantis. Terrible cover.
April, no.
Never laughed so hard in my life. It was great.
The cover freaks me out.
Maybe you just need to like get it on
It's
your
like
Kindle and like
it's
ignore.
either like 40 or 70 pages. I looked at it. It was like it's very short. So it's like doable.
I guess I can buddy
Still
read.
scary.
You and me buddy reading.
Perfect.
We're serious reviewers. I swear. You can
I'll
put
tell
it
our
in
entire Discord. Stagehands, look out. We're gonna do some buddy reads. Belladonna
mantis.
mating with a mantis.
You
Oh
could put it
no.
in your bio, like I am a serious reviewer.
I'm a
Like
serious
I'd
reviewer,
love to be
guys.
someone with
I only
mantis.
read serious books like Shrek Smut and Dwarf Smut.
Yes. Okay, what's next? Um, I've never have I ever thrown a book because it upset me.
I haven't thrown a book literally because I get scared of damaging it, but like mentally, absolutely.
You're like, oh my gosh. No, April, I just did this. You need to tell us what book, and what type of upsetness. Like, there's good upset. There's like, this is a masterpiece. I hate it. Like, why would
Yeah.
you mess with my feelings? And then there's like, this is trash. I threw Mockingbird into a wall. Why? Because you
That's
were
another popular series that I need to read. I actually just bought the first book when I was in Portland.
I was like super thinking To Kill a Mockingbird. I'm so sorry. I thought that's what you meant, Chloe. I was like, ooh, Chloe, classics. Like, oh my god, it must have been
That's
like
so funny.
devastating, like racism or something. I don't know.
That's so funny.
Sorry. Yes, I
Oh,
understand why you would throw that book. I mentally threw that book as well. I was mad.
that's so funny.
Through my Kindle, but like
What
what
book?
book? Yes, I get that. The Hunger Games, yes. Yes, I knew that.
Right,
Nothing.
right. I haven't read it and I knew that.
Isn't it like the Mocking Jay? That's why?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why. Okay, Chloe, it's not my fault. I was thinking To Kill a Mockingbird because you said Mockingbird.
Chloe and I are just on the same wavelength. That's all.
You get it. You're photosynthesizing. Okay, Heat of the Everflame for it being like the fourth.
Oh.
Oh. I have seen that in your reviews, April, that like makes you so mad. You're like, don't make me wait. I love my smut. So I get it.
Yeah, I also am guilty of liking insta love slash fast burn romances. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see you emotionally connect quickly and have a good time
I know.
together.
Isn't that crazy? Because I'm always like, I need there to be some depth, but we're like chapter 4, and I'm like, oh, there's like
Why
sparks
aren't
that
you
are
kissing it?
like grabbing you. They're like against the wall.
Yeah. Like, I
Okay.
love the pining, don't get me wrong, but like,
Yeah.
kiss.
I like fucking kiss. I threw New Moon when Edward abandoned.
Oh, yeah.
I had so much emotional damage at 14-year-old because of it. I can't remember if I felt
I know.
anything. Me, no emotions, dead inside. Did I feel anything when I saw that? I was more like, Bella, you're stupid. Like, I
Well,
think
you're so dumb.
I was like, can't you see he loves you? Can't you see you're worth it?
I mean, it is a dick move on his part. He shouldn't have left,
That
but
was so dumb. He was so emo. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I have because of cringe factor. Ooh, I didn't even think of like
That's
the
fair.
cringe. Ooh. The cringe. I
I
feel like
love cringing.
do
I
you?
love
You're gonna
reading
be
sad. See, that's the thing. I love romantasy. I hate reading smut, but then I'll pick up like random smut books that are like cringy the whole time, and I live for it.
like the
Like I
best.
hate it so much, but I
Wait, you like
love.
hate you hate smut?
Yeah, no, it makes me very uncomfortable.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice to know because I'm not like a smut reader either. Like, I
Yeah,
won't review it poorly because it's there or something like that. But like A Court of Silver Flames, I was like, this is this is much. Like,
graphic.
he's
Yeah,
describing like juices and like liquids and all the things. Yeah, I was like, no, thank you. So I was like skipping chapters. I was
yeah.
like, this is so like okay, like
Like we get it. I
great.
think there's like tasteful ways of doing it. And it's not always bad, but like most of the time, they just use specific words that like get under my skin, and I just don't want to.
Oh
Can't
my
be there.
gosh. It reminds me of this other live I did where like someone mentioned like the worst word they've ever read for like a
Oh,
woman's area.
no. Oh
And
no.
like, yeah, it was bad. I actually took a screenshot of that, like a screen grab of that part when everyone read it because I typed it in our private chat. Because I was like, I don't think I can do it on
I don't
YouTube.
want to
Like,
say it out loud,
I don't
but
think I could. And then I like typed it in and you could see everyone's face go, like
oh
like
no.
everyone collectively, it was like I was like,
Oh
"Okay, thank you for inviting me to your life." Like, that was the first time I met my friend Hannah, and I was like, "I'm sorry, I'm just,
yeah.
like, out here canceling your life."
No, there really is something about like going live with somebody for the first time, and it's just unhinged the whole time. You're like, I'm sorry, you're seeing the side of me. I'm not even normally like this.
I think that's just us. I think that might just be we are the problem, we are the
Those
equation.
problematic queens.
Okay. No, but, like, by the 3rd book, they better be physical. Okay, okay, I
Yeah.
will get
No,
that.
that
For a
series
long
is so big. Eliza and I were supposed to do a buddy read, but I keep procrastinating the series because it's so chunky. And
really?
now it's getting like I think traditionally published or new covers or something that come out soon. So I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, euphemisms of barley, but I think they called it, like, a honey, you know? Like, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, your face, not your face. And I was like,
No.
I was like, "Why would anyone talk?"
No.
And I felt so traumatized that I just had to traumatize everyone on her channel. So,
No, it's fair. That's bonding. It might be trauma bonding, but it's
yeah.
bonding.
Okay. Where are we? Undulating? I don't even know. I don't think I've even heard that word ever. We're just gonna tuck that away. It wasn't that, but it was close, you know? The second word was whole. So it was very strange. I think that's what it was. I don't think I want to remember though. So it's okay.
Welcome to our chaos. Good night. So
Bye.
sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, Courtney. She's like, okay, bye.
Get me out of here.
Ripped pages out of a book.
Yes, but the book fell apart first. I bought old like secondhand copies of the Lord of the Rings trilogy,
Okay.
and the third book like fell apart, like the glue just came undone and just like chunks of it came out. And so now I use that to scrapbook, and then I repurchased a new edition
Okay, that's nice.
to replace it.
You
So I'm
did it.
like, it's not my fault that it happened, but I will now just happily rip the pages.
Yeah.
But
What?
no, like normal books, no.
Yeah, I was like, what? Happily ripping page. Just need a page. I don't
I just
know.
like this quote so much. I have to put it on my wall.
I don't yes, like I don't know who would repeat like I don't know to pin it on their wall or like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Like,
but I
I
think
understand, like, wanting to be artsy sometimes, but it's just like, leave the book alone. I get it, like, it's your book, you can do what you want with it, but at the same time,
sure.
why that?
Yeah. Like the book did nothing to you.
Yeah.
I guess maybe if you hated it, would you like rip a book that you really hated?
Oh, I will rip, what is it? Kane's something something of the matter? It's like a mystery book that you have to, like, rip the pages out to piece it together because the story's told out of order. And so you have
What?
to rip the book to, like, piece it into the right order to solve the mystery.
That sounds fun, but also I think I'd be awful at that. Like, I think
Yeah,
I
no,
would
I think I'll also be bad, but I think it'd be a fun video to do with my mom.
yeah, that is she good at that stuff?
No.
You're
I
like,
think if we get tipsy enough, it'll be a good video.
yes, I think so. I think
But
you
there
should
was, like when it was published, there was, like, a reward. They were like, "If you can solve this, we'll give you $50," or whatever.
did anyone solve it?
I don't know. I wasn't alive,
That
so I'm
sounds
not sure.
I like to see it though. I like to see it because I was in a different life where someone did like a book haul of like old historical romances, and like one of it was like, if you mail us like a nickel and like this, you'll get like merch basically.
Oh, I love the good old days.
That was
Plastic books
so
were so
fun. I
fun.
was like, you should still do it. And she's like, it says
Yeah.
expired like 1989 or something. 1990.
They
Yeah,
should bring that back with books. Like,
honestly, it looks so fun.
yeah, like, we would all do it.
Okay, April, I will look it up again and I will DM you this
I
word.
will re-traumatize myself for you.
Yes, because I wanted to like post like snippet on my stories of just everyone collectively reacting to like reading this word because it's so vividly on their faces. I was just like dying. I was like, oh
That's
my
so
gosh.
funny.
There was absolute disgust. Like no one, even the smut lovers, love this word. No one.
Oh, no.
Okay, let me see if I have one more. Do I have one more? Oh, I still have a few more. Okay, good job. I planned. Okay. I never have I ever spilled food or drink on my books.
I don't think I have.
Coffee.
I don't typically drink beverages next to, like, my books.
I
And if I
really
do, it's like a clear energy drink. Like,
like
I don't
yes. Oh,
yeah, I'm not
don't you just want to
not a
have like
big
a
coffee drinker.
sleepover where you're
Yeah,
like all just reading like
yes.
into the night with
I so desperately want, like, IRL friends that read so I can do, like, live 24-hour reading sprints, like a readathon with them, just 24 hours in an area, and we just read the whole time.
yeah.
Snacks and beverages and minimal talking.
I guess if we do that Airbnb Twilight house,
Yes.
where it'd be like
Granted, we probably will talk way too much, but it'll be
and they
okay.
won't hear anything and they'll be like, it's all muffled
Yeah.
because
It'll be
everyone's
great.
like talking over each other.
Mhm.
It's fine.
No, that's my dream.
It's my dream. I believe in you. I believe you can make it happen. Fly in Daphne, fly in who's the other person you said was like your best
Eliza. Eliza
Eliza.
has, like, children right now, so she just had a baby.
No. Not your face being
Impossible to coordinate.
like,
No.
she had a
And a
baby.
baby. She's unavailable all the time.
I don't think I've like spilled anything, but I did cry a single tear on a book once. And it was
Oh, yeah,
crazy.
no, if you count crying on books, I've spilled tears on books.
I spilled a tear. And it's so funny because when I got this book, like I love indie bookstores for this reason. The woman was like, oh, yeah, here's your change, here's your receipt, and here's your tissue. And she put it in like that specific book. And I was
That's so funny.
laughing. I was laughing about it, and I was like, my friend was like, "What are you using as your bookmark?" I was like, "Oh, can you believe it? She gave me a tissue. It's like so ridiculous." And then like she turned around like 20 minutes later, I was crying and I cried on the book. She's like, "Not you actually cry. Use your tissue, Joe." And I was like, "I forgot. It came out of nowhere. Like I did not."
Do
I'm
you
pretty
remember
sure
what book?
yes, it was like I was in AP calculus and I was reading The
It
Fault
was
in
a
Our
textbook.
Stars.
Oh, yeah.
I cry over math all the time. I swear, I think I only passed because she was like seeing me try so hard and cry all the time while taking tests that she's like, I'm just gonna give you a C and like
I
pass.
wish my teacher did that. So, I took calculus, and the 3rd semester, we had to, like, go to the college campus to take the class, and the
Yeah.
professor was so mean and
Ooh,
taught me nothing. I ended up skipping so much of that class. I
yeah.
dramatically blocked it all out. And then I started college with academic probation.
Sorry to bring back all this trauma.
My
Math
trauma.
is
My math
traumatizing.
trauma. Yeah.
Yes, because she would
That's
have, like,
brutal.
these extra credit sessions where, like, you would go and I would go to every single one and still struggle so hard, and, like, I literally would stay until, like, 6 or 7 after school, like, trying so hard to understand, and then I
Yeah.
thrived in stats because, like, I love stats, and then all my AP Calc friends that, like, thrived in Calc were struggling so hard, and I was like, "It ain't easy, is it?" Anytime you were like, "It's right there, it's so
It's right there.
obvious."
Yeah.
They,
And I
like,
hate attempting.
apologized. They're like, "I'm so sorry." Anyway, I'm, like, clearly still heated. I'm, like, ready to fight them. Okay, we talked about this.
Yes.
Yes.
For sure. I
What's the
definitely have,
most
like,
unhinged
used
thing, though, that you've ever used?
um, I mostly use, like, my phone or, like, a clean tissue, I should specify. But, like, whatever is near me, which is usually, like, my phone, a drink, and, like, tissues. Those are, like, always around me.
Yeah,
So it's like those are the main things.
okay.
I know I've, like, used, like, a receipt or something too, I'm sure, but
Yeah.
nothing too wild, I don't think.
I
I
used to
no, I've for sure probably used a snack as a bookmark before.
Yeah, valid. I was thinking about
Yeah.
it. I think for me it was a leaf, like a fall leaf,
Oh, okay.
and then
Poetic.
maybe a rock. It's so funny because you know how there's, like, baby shower games or whatever?
Mhm.
And so one of them was like, "Oh, here's your points, like, if you find, like, a tissue in your wallet or, like, if you
Okay.
have, like, a membership that." And I remember thinking like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so weird because I have, like, a rock in my wallet." Like, I have a little rock I collected that's still from Greece, like, in my wallet, like, it's not just a random rock, but, like, still,
Yeah.
it's a
Well,
rock.
like,
And the thing said, like, "a rock," like, having a rock, and I was like, "I guess I'm just a girl," because, like, this is, like, a
just
baby
girly.
shower, and, like yeah, I was like, "I'm just a girl," so I was like, "Plus 5 points for me and my rock," you know? It's like, I'm not weird. Another book as a bookmark. That's funny,
That's
yeah,
something I would
I've done
do.
I've
Or,
done
like, my Kindle. I could see myself just, like, shoving my Kindle in a book, just like, "Okay, I gotta go grab something."
Yeah. No, I think, nothing else too crazy than my rock story. Okay. Never have I ever bought the same book in multiple editions.
This is a call-out post.
Yes.
Does it count if it's, like, a book subscription and you don't know you're getting duplicates?
Do you really not know, though?
No, I don't check spoilers for my
You
book
don't?
subs. Yeah, no, it's, like, my one flaw is, like, I don't check spoilers, so I don't know when to skip, and so I just waste my money, but I do buy a lot of duplicate copies. Like, I have 2 editions of House of Root and Ruin just right there, just,
Oh
like,
my
hanging out.
gosh, I have no copy of that book, and I love that book.
It's so good.
I need to
Yeah,
get
no, I bought the
it.
Barnes& and Noble special edition, and then I bought, like, the normal edition.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, "Do I no, do I need it? Like, do I
I
loved
have a
it."
shrine to Erin A. Craig right there. Like, it's
Yeah,
just that's important
it's
to me.
so good, but I was like, "How could she do that to me?"
Yeah.
That ending. How could she
Yeah.
do that? And also, why was I low key rooting
So
for,
good.
like
No, same!
Okay, it wasn't
The
just me.
Morley Gray vibes.
Yes, 'cause I
Yes.
even in, like I what was that one book I read that's, like I'm asking you as if you would know, but it's
Yeah,
like
no, I know.
it
I know every book you've ever read.
you do though. Through the soul. You do. Like, it's like a Dorian Gray retelling, and it wasn't
Okay.
very good, but, like, I don't know. See, I don't even remember what it's called. I just remember it was, like, really bad, but I was like, "No, but why am I rooting for, like, the murderer?" Like, she has more chemistry with him than she did with the actual love interest who did nothing and was bland, and
That's the
I was like,
problem with love triangles, is the people that have the chemistry don't end up together, and you're like, "But it doesn't make any sense."
"Yes.
Yeah.
No, yes." No, I was just like, "No, I wish she ended up with this awful person,
Yeah.
who, like,
She
murdered his."
needs to also become the villain. It's that easy.
I would read that book. I would read the book of, like, let's
Yeah.
just become villains together, like trauma.
Absolutely.
And now you know why Stagehand is the best team. But
Absolutely.
I feel called okay. I definitely have
Yeah.
multiple. I feel like someone was like, if you don't know what your actual favorite book is, just look at your shelf and look at like what book has
What you have
multiple. But
yeah.
then I'm like, but what if I have multiple books of multiple editions? Like, you know, like more than one. Like I have probably like 3 different Iron Flames floating around right now, and that is not my favorite book. I
Yeah.
just like thought they were pretty.
See, that's the thing is, like, you can't ask a book collector to do that because, like, the answer won't work. But, like, I will say, like, If We Were Villains, I have duplicate copies of because it's one of my favorites. So, like, I could point to you the ones that I've purposely bought because they're my
Yes,
favorites and I wanted more.
yes.
Whereas, like, sometimes they just kinda happen. Like, sometimes you forget you pre-ordered something and then you buy another edition. Sometimes
Yeah,
you get a lot from book subscriptions.
yeah. I feel like for me would be Six of Crows, and I think
I own one of those.
oh, I love, like, Crooked Kingdom so freaking much, and I finally ordered, like, the Owl Crate, like, versions because
Mm.
I literally only bought Shadow and Bone Owl Crate editions because I knew they would make a Six of Crows, like,
Yeah,
version,
we gotta
and I
match.
wanted the collection. I was like, "No, let them all look nice together,"
Yeah.
because I didn't love Shadow and Bone, but I love, like, Six of Crows so
I
much.
hear that a lot.
It's so good. Like, Kaz will
It's
always
on the
be
list.
in my
I'm
soul.
slowly making my way through, like, the popular booktube series that I've never read just because, like, I joined the game later.
I
That's
feel that.
on the list.
It's so good, and I
I've
feel
hated
like
all of Lee Bardugo's, like, adult books, though, so it makes me really nervous.
oh, yeah, so that was the thing. So you know how we're like, okay, we read multiple books at once or whatever?
Mhm.
Um, I actually like when it said the genre thing, I was like, "You know what?" I don't know who mentioned it. Amazing though when she said or like they said it was they can't read the same genre.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about that recently. Like I'm so like in a fantasy mood again after having read so much like lit fic and like non-fic and you know, just like heavier um chic vibes.
Yeah.
I like finally grabbed The Familiar, which like I'm so excited about. So The Familiar, Ruthless Vows, Foxglove, um, and One Dark Window.
I have One Dark Window on my TBR this month,
Yeah.
too.
I'm reading that one as part of like I asked 12 Instagrammers, like bookstagrammers, and 12 booktubers for like their favorites.
I made
Um,
you read something.
I have been
No, I think I made you read The
the
Traveling Cat
cat,
Chronicles.
the cat, and I was like, thanks,
You're
Sam.
right, I chose violence with that pick.
Thanks. By the way, another thing you and Chloe could definitely like bond over because she adores that book so much.
Oh,
And I
good.
recommended it to another friend later because he loves his cat like arguably more than his wife.
No,
And
me too.
I was like, I think he'll like it. So yeah, so
Um,
now I have all of these, but I feel like I'm reading Foxglove and I'm like, can I handle another fantasy, like another high fantasy right now? Like Ruthless isn't very
hmm.
high.
Yeah,
Um,
I think you could read Ruthless just fine because they're
yeah,
so different.
I was like, One Dark Window, isn't that like higher? And I heard it's
It
so good
yeah,
too.
it's like gothic and there's like card magic, and that's all I know, but I'm really excited for it. I'm
I
either
tried,
gonna love it or I'm gonna hate it.
yes, that's how I feel too. And it's so funny because my Barnes and Noble was like special editions like going in for that book. I just thought it was so
Ooh.
nice looking. I was like, I think I'll really like this book, but who knows? Um, but I don't know. Like, I don't know if I can. I think I could. I'll try. I just never really thought about it. Like if I could actually read like fantasy. I'm like holding off on reading the second City of Brass book because that is very lengthy and like I love it so much and I yeah, it was just so good, but it's like a mix. It's like all together huge.
Yeah, I have so many books that I'm gonna read this month, it's ridiculous, but I think all of my current reads are fantasy.
Okay.
So, it can either go really well for me or really not real well for me as I'm, like, dipping my toes back into reading. It's so good. It's
Yeah.
so good.
I don't remember what book Chloe gave me. Chloe, you need to remind me what book you gave me. Did I read it already? I'm like, did I read it already? I don't even remember right now how I'm doing with that list, but I got a little bit of everything. I got a lot of
I've
thrillers.
barely touched my 12 friends recommend 12 books.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, probably Stalking Jack. Yes, you did. Okay, yeah, that was one of the first I did it, girl. I read it. You can't say I don't love you. Yeah, because
Okay.
she is
I've
obsessed.
heard good things. I think that's a series that I want to read with my
But
mom.
did you read Anatomy? Did you read Anatomy?
DNF Anatomy.
Oh, I don't know how you feel about this one because
Oh
I mean,
no.
because like I feel like they're so like similar because they're
Okay.
both like okay, they're women in societies where like they're not allowed to have a job or work, and they also come from like privileged families, so that gives them some leeway to like
Yeah.
do whatever. Um, and Anatomy is definitely a lot like slower because Stalking Jack the Ripper, but like Stalking
He
Jack
was
the
so
Ripper
slow.
is gonna
And
yeah.
I didn't give the book like a fair chance because I was reading it during Booktober, which I did last year or the year
Yeah,
before, and I was just like, not right now. But my friend Melody read it and she really liked Anatomy.
I like it.
So
Yeah.
I feel like I should give it a shot because her and I have like the same taste in books.
Okay. Yes, Chloe, you need to read it. Like, obviously, you won't like it as much as like Stalking Jack the Ripper because I feel like it matters like when you read what, you know. And like for me, I feel like Stalking hit a little less because I read Anatomy first, but I also felt
Gotcha.
like I really still enjoyed it because I liked Anatomy a lot too, and it's like similar vibes, like same, literally same era, just different parts of the world. Like one is Edinburgh and one is like in the UK. I think London. I think they are in London. Um, so I mean, good vibes though. Good vibes.
Yeah, I always have it's tricky with history, like historical stories. It's either I'm gonna love it or I'm gonna hate it.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Okay, I see you're talking about the bid.
Oh yeah. I have it like saved in the mailbox. I'm just like waiting. Just
Oh,
have
okay,
to
do we
do
pick
it.
it?
But
Okay, don't announce the number, you know.
no.
Here,
I
not
ain't giving no secrets away here.
but I'm just like curious what we landed on. For
Yeah.
sure. But I think we have time for one more sprint if you want.
Hell yeah. I will
Okay.
get actual reading done. Oh, I have to edit.
You do
Oh
have to edit,
no.
girl. It's okay.
I'm
No.
never gonna read.
I'm like so close to finishing this book and I'm like
That's so
ready to like
exciting.
throw it in. I'm like every time I'm like, oh, but I'm enjoying it. And I'm like, do it for the team. Do it for the team. I'm like, I
I
need
can
to
catch
finish
up. Yeah.
it. Good
Uh,
night, Chloe. Thanks for hanging
Goodbye, my new bestie. I love you.
out. I know I have like four people on here. If you guys are night owls or I don't know, we'll just have a good time.
I know that's the thing. Is like being Pacific Standard Time. Everybody else is gone, and I'm like, but I'm ready to party.
But I'm ready to party. That's so funny. It's so true though. Bye, Chloe. Okay, here we go. I heard nothing this time. But the time is up.
What a stressful little sprint. Oh my god.
Oh.
That clip that I was waiting so long for was corrupted.
Oh no, is it because of the transfer? Or just didn't record right?
I don't know exactly what happened, but it looks like the video started recording normal and then suddenly went into slow motion. So
slow-mo. Yeah.
Can't use that clip.
I think if you go into if it's like set up on the iPhone, as slow-mo, you can like reverse it and fix this when slow-mo starts.
Can you?
Yeah. Like if you click
Okay.
edit,
A
like
magic skill
that
that I need to
slow-mo,
know
and you
how.
can basically completely remove it.
Because this has happened to me like at least 5 times now, and every time I'm just like, okay, cool, I'll just go off myself, I guess.
No. Not on the live stream. Just kidding.
Not on the live stream, don't you
You're like
worry.
on your own time, please.
Yes.
So yeah, let me know on that. But I'm almost done just updating the chat. I'm almost done with like Foxglove. It's so good. I was just like thoroughly enjoying like what's gonna happen because I think we're getting to the third act where it's like, is he gonna help? Is he not? Like, what's gonna happen? And this is gonna determine the ending and like going into Wisteria. But I'm not ready because my Wisteria book is not here yet. I ordered it via Fairy Loot and I'm waiting. And I also feel like I'm gonna have to wait forever for the audiobook, so we'll see.
That's fair.
But I waited to read this, like continue the series for this like readathon. So I'm happy. But
Yeah, I got my Barnes
Jesslyn.
and Noble edition for it, like what,
Yes.
like the second it came out, and I was like, yes,
So
this is
good.
everything.
Yes, this will be our last sprint. We'll say our goodbyes as Sam stresses and I finish this book and like eat my dinner, my late dinner.
Everything's so cool.
Do you see where
I love being a YouTuber.
Do you see where I mean though when you click edit?
Kind of. I feel like I have to play around with it a little bit to understand what I'm actually doing.
Because I have like a slow-mo video. Hold on, let me see. Just welcome to live stream where we're also IT and helping our friends.
It messed up the video so bad. I just like don't know what happened. It like looks worse than slow-mo.
What the heck happened?
I am so curious.
Like it just wanted to record slow-mo?
Yeah, it's not even like slow-mo. It's like flickering. Like a demon possessed my phone. It's like just like
okay, yeah.
Okay, great.
You're done.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'll just like recreate the game because it's like my TBR game. And I'm like, I'll just recreate it in Canva and just make it pop up and just like
this is what
pretend that I know what I'm
happened.
doing. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Live stream to prove it. You can take these clips to be like, look how much I tried, you guys.
Right.
Look how much I tried for you.
Yeah, no. YouTube has been so against me this year. I don't know what it is.
Has it?
Yes.
Because you've been on it for a while, right?
November will be 3 years, I believe.
That's fun. It's crazy. Time flies.
Time flies.
It's so cool though. It looks like I'm close to like another milestone, which is nice.
That's exciting.
It's been a while since I've posted like a full video.
Just it's like a commitment. Yeah, no, I went from like uploading 3 times a week to 2, and now I'm like kind of doing 3 again while I catch up on content that I've been behind on. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I posted nothing. You're like, oh, I've only posted twice a week now.
Twice. Well, I took like 2 weeks off where it was just like no reading, no YouTube, no content, just a full break.
At least like my Instagram's been active. Like I'm very much existing on there, but
yeah, see, I'm not existing
like
on Instagram.
Editing
it's one or the other.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just editing the full videos for YouTube that's like stopped me in my, even though I have like all my content like organized, you know, like, okay, we're gonna talk about like next Rex releasing and like fall Rex and all the things. But
yeah, it's a balancing act for sure. Today, like one of my goals, I was like, Sam, you need to start taking photos for Instagram, and
yeah,
nope, you did all the
YouTube
while
you're
stuff
doing
instead.
the video, it could be like click Me,
Right? I need to get better at like
it's
cross-platforming
just fun. I
again.
see you on there. I see you though. So I'm like, okay, she's alive. She's like
Yeah,
alive.
no, I'm active when it comes to like talking to people, watching people's stuff, liking people's stuff. But when it comes to like posting, I'm just like, I can't do
Yes.
it.
Yeah. No, it happens. We all need those breaks too, because that two videos a week is crazy. That's a ton of editing. And for me,
It's yeah, it's a job.
I'm like, guys, I'm traveling. Like it's either my mental health or
God,
content.
yeah, no, if I could travel, I would. That would be top of the list.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. And then I told myself September's chill, and now I'm looking at September like September is not chill.
September is so far from being chill.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. But you know what?
But at least
I
we're
had
gonna read
fun.
good things.
Yes, we're trying. We're living
Yes.
life. Um, I
Oh
had fun
yeah.
though. We had like a mini game, which is cool.
Yes. And maybe we'll think of more. We will be sprinting more this month.
Yes. Oh, also randomly, like someone sent me a message. I think it's a sign I am chosen because I was talking about like Twilight and like Midnight
Mhm.
Sun, and Netflix just posted that their animated series for Midnight Sun is under development and like confirmed.
Animated series. I don't know how I feel about
I
that.
don't know how I feel about it
I
either,
feel like they're gonna try and be like, "Oh, look, he wasn't weird and creepy and old the whole time." And it's like, guys, let
but
him
he
just
was.
be. Yeah, like
I
let him be. Don't try to fix
I
him.
feel let him be his creepy self. Um,
Yeah.
I also feel like in the books you understand like I was a child, reading these books and I understood, so I don't know why Hollywood or other adults can't understand that like Edward was so uncomfortable and like awkward because he never had to depend on body language and actually talking to people for like 300 years because he was always
Yeah.
reading minds. And
Yeah, and
so
he's
with
also
Bella,
just like an
he's like
incredibly
perfectly
above beyond attractive human that just attracts other like mortals without having to speak. Like doesn't have to
he's
do
pulling
anything.
them, you know? I'm just saying, like, you know what I was saying,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, like, he give him some grace. The dude could literally read minds and didn't have to guess, like, people's body language, but
Yeah.
we will see what
But also like
happens with the
if
animation.
I was in a perpetual life where I kept having to go to different high schools, I would also probably be acting like a high schooler, just
Emo.
awkward and uncomfortable and
When you,
creepy.
like, read him in the books, he's, like, way more funny and, like, sarcastic and
Yeah.
clever.
I'm hoping
Because
because they're
Robert
longer, I'll just
Pattinson
see more of like them bonding together and just like actually
maybe, but he
building
was,
a
like, almost
relationship rather
fired.
than yeah.
Yes.
Oh, the tea.
Okay. We'll finally sleep. You'll finally
Our
edit.
Twilight gossip sesh is coming to an end. Yes, I will
For
edit
real. Maybe that'll be the next one. We have a live on when?
Saturday the 14th and
Next
then
week.
the 28th. Those are what we have planned at least. If we do more or less, who knows?
I know I was expecting things to be more filled out, but we shall see.
Yeah,
We
so I
shall
think we've
see.
got the next not this Saturday, but the next 3 Saturdays, the 14th, the 21st, and the
Yeah,
28th.
because this Saturday is crazy for me. Um, what day isn't crazy, Sam? What day isn't crazy?
That's like the whole month for us. It's always gonna
Crazy.
be
Looney Tunes town. Thank you guys for hanging out. And if you see this later, make sure you check out Sam's channel, my channel, subscribe to our craziness, whatever
yeah.
it is we're promoting.
Whatever it is we've got going on at the moment.
Yes, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And then catch us on Instagram. Sam will talk to you.
I will.
I'm like definitely on there
I'm
alive.
very friendly. I promise. I'm nicer than I seem.
Oh, you're great. I'm crazy, but we're great. Very
Yeah,
good.
who
Okay,
knows?
I had so much fun. Okay, let's end it. Let's end it. Goodbye. Team
Goodbyes.
stagehand. Best
Whoop,
hand.
whoop,
I was gonna
whoop.
be like best
Let's
hands.
go,
Best
Marley
team.
Gray babes.
Always us. Number